Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another day of the Eternal Return Open Brawl Finals. I am, of course, Circadia, joined once again for the 8 billionth time this weekend by my work husband, my one and only Mr. ShuviSenpai. Welcome back, brother. How are you feeling? I don't even have to ask. I know we're both tired, but how are you anyways?
Feeling good, man. If it's your 8 billionth time, it's my 9th billionth time. We've been here all weekend basically. Like literally any
Yep.
time that we were not sleeping, we've been casting or keeping ourselves busy as well. It's gonna be a fun way to end out the entire weekend, man. We've had so much fun throughout the course of the weekend, and we're gonna yet again have another couple hours of fun amongst ourselves, especially alongside Twitch chat. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun here tonight. And don't worry, guys, we are coming to you live. This is not pre recorded. We will be meowing it up tonight. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite spicy today. You know, we've had our fair share of some international region tournaments here this weekend. I myself have casted KR, EU, and now North America as well. Some of the best players in the entire regions for all three of the regions. So, kind of doing a trifecta stream for me here this weekend, and we're rounding it out with North America, our true home.
Exactly, the one and only North America. We have a lot of great players coming into this. Not all of them North American, which I think makes it the most fun, of course. We have a few players from a few different regions. I believe we have some South Americans. I don't know if we have any Europeans. I don't believe so, but oh man, I love our international tournaments always when we have players from all walks of life coming to join us here in NA. But here we go, Shuvi, getting right into the picks.
Yeah, nothing surprising at all for game number one. Just looking at the character picks across the board, we see some guaranteed locks in, right? It's like you just look at this and you say, yep, that's an A. Yep, these are the players we get to see and the characters that they will play alongside it as well. No surprises here for game number one. Going back on their comfort picks here tonight just to start us off in game number one. Nothing else to say about that one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Pretty normal. As you said, it is just going to be a I think it's going to be calm for our first game. Nobody going to be pulling out anything too interesting here. We have all of everybody's just regular picks. Nothing to really talk about, I will say, unless somebody goes a random crazy augment.
Yeah, I think the craziest thing here is probably going to be the Bonk Magnus from 99, right? But we've seen this before. We've already witnessed it, so nothing too crazy there either. Everything is in line with what these players have played throughout the course of the tournament here. The one thing I guess I'll be looking at is going to be which style of Estelle Nico Nico Sushi is going to be building, but looking at that healing drone, most likely Juggernaut, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean,
You can still run
Amp?
Amp.
Yeah, I was gonna say Amp still, I believe, usually takes healing drone just because it pairs so well with her. Of course, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many augments that really just work so well with Estelle, but of course, healing drone being her number one pick right now. Meanwhile, our other Estelle in the lobby actually going to be opting in for Diamond Shard.
Yeah,
Huh.
pretty standard, I think, for
Yeah.
Pitoi over the weekend. It's something that we saw, I think, throughout the entire weekend for Pitoi on the Estelle as well. So nothing too crazy there either. Two different styles of augments for very similar characters on Nico Nico Sushi and Pitoi. If I remember correctly, though, Pitoi should be a Juggernaut stick for the whole
Believe so.
finals, I think, yeah.
Possibly, maybe.
Possibly, maybe. Yes, sir. No, sir. I don't know.
I am also excited to watch Uzma on the new ISIL skin, that lovely Lucky Bunny ISIL with the Frenzy Assault Rifle. I have not seen a lot of Frenzy lately, I feel like. I've definitely been seeing a lot of Frailty. I've been seeing just so many other augments, but I don't know. I think Frenzy is a lot of fun. Adrenaline as well is what I was going to say, but I am excited.
Yeah, let's be real here. Assault Rifle is not what it used to be. We still remember all the times where Assault Rifle used to completely reign terror amongst this game, but we're seeing days where Assault Rifle Aya are getting buffs in regards to their scaling. We have come full circle in regards to that weapon category, but Uzma, of course, still back on that ISIL. We'll be playing it here. And the Frenzy, we've seen it yesterday during the semifinals as well, most likely during the groups. He is someone that looks for those opportunities and gets them. Just plants down traps, sits in the bush, or around the corner, and then the moment somebody slips on it, guaranteed Semtex all the way into oblivion. So this is pretty standard for Uzma across the board as well, and he'll be perfectly fine as long as he just gets those angles. If he doesn't, then maybe he might struggle a little bit, but in the end, it is still Uzma.
Oh, and now we're going to take a look over at Ahi Pokey, of course, North America's #1 Johan Solos player. They are such a grinder for it. I love watching them always. The fun little final zones where they're in it with a bunch of bombs is some of my favorite gameplay to watch. It brings a certain joy in me, Shuvi, that I just can't explain.
Yeah, we should see them in every single battle zone here today as well. I'm not sure
wait.
why,
We
but...
are making.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently Galazor did end up crashing, so it is going to be one moment. Yeah.
There he goes, and everyone just follows suit.
North
Okay,
America.
well, nothing happened, everybody. Look away. Wow, okay, everybody, welcome to Eternal Return Open Brawl.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Hi, Shuvi.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're 14 minutes in, and see, this was all like an intro. This was... That right now, just now, was the pre-recorded part. Now we're getting into the real stuff. Yeah. See, that was practice.
Oh, that was funny. Oh man. Well, yeah, exactly. It's just our warm up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
at least in the end, we get to do. We get to have an idea of what everyone's going to be playing here. But again, as you and I both mentioned, no surprises in regards to pretty much any single character that's been picked here and selected. It's just the routes that are going to be the small, distinctifying fact of what is going to be good and what is going to be bad.
Yeah, I'm excited for a lot of these players, honestly. We did see Debo, who actually is our EU representative. Forgot to correct myself on that earlier, so apologies for that, guys. We do have a very multinational tournament in that case, so like I said, my apologies on that one for that. But of course, I am excited. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm very like touchy-feely with some of these characters. You know what I mean? I did see Nine on the Magnus, I believe, as well. I don't remember if it was an Amp Magnus or if it was a Bonk
Magnus, dude.
Was it? Okay. That's what I thought. I don't know. I feel like Amp Magnus, it's fun, but I feel like a lot of people really prefer Bonk right now, but that's completely okay. Other than that, I think it's just going to be kind of a calm game one.
Yeah, it should be as well. I think Nine sitting on this Bonk Magnus sister actually caught off a lot of people off guard, I'm pretty sure, because the amount of damage and the crowd control duration that Bat Magnus has while running Frailty like that is very difficult to deal with. And of course, the chasing potential on the Magnus is there. The only real times that I've seen him struggle is when he has that bike off cooldown, especially when he uses it to run away. Because with the Bonk Magnus build, you really don't have any cooldown built into that. So the moment you miss it, it's just 80 seconds, 90 seconds, boom, you're dead.
Yeah, it is a little bit rough, but that's completely all right. And, the one thing I did want to talk about is just Pokey a little bit more, because I really always admire just even playing Johan to begin with in these tournaments. I don't know. I think it takes a certain kind of courage to actually pull out the Johan, and they just, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so much fun to watch them.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting too. And I was watching them yesterday during the groups and semifinals too. They always opt to go for the battle zones, which is quite something interesting to me, right? Usually when it comes to Johan, you try to stay alive as long as possible. And in a way, battle zones are a way to do that. You don't really have to ever be forced to go into red as somebody inside of the battle zone. At worst, you're just not really going to get anything. You'll just resurrect somewhere. At best, you pick up a random kill, or you just annoy the living heck out of somebody. That is literally the entire idea of what Pokey is going to be doing in some of these battle zones. So I think it's going to be a good idea to see who Pokey really kind of sticks onto in some of these battle zones, because that right there might be one of the deciding factors in regards to who actually takes those battle zones and who walks away from it victorious.
Yeah, and the battle zones are, as we've seen, it's very interesting to me that we've had this kind of back and forth. We cast ERM in the morning where battle zones are worth the same as regular kills, and you see the entire lobby go towards them. But here in Open Brawl, we have seen obviously battle zone kills are worth nothing. So it is a little bit interesting, because I think with this system, it's a little bit more of a time commitment more than you would have in the ERM battle zone format. So I don't know. What do you prefer so far, if I had to ask?
I'm gonna be real here. If it's just me, I do prefer the Korean style, where we just do end up seeing like an absolute brawl with the 18 out of 18 almost every single day 2 cycle. But I know people in KR haven't really been enjoying that all too much, so we will most likely see that being changed up here. But then again, something that you and I also mentioned during ERM is the fact that, the map is open. You might as well have some people going for other Android objectives like the Alpha or the Omega, which is, as a matter of fact, what we see in NA. So that right there, we got all of our bases covered, right?
Yeah, no, agreed. And it looks like we are back in the lobby, guys. Nobody's crashing. Galazor is back with us on Lumia Island. Thankfully. Oh, poor Galazor. Comes out of the South American tournament to come in here and crashing on the very first game. That is truly unfortunate. That's how you know he's back in NA.
Yeah, realistically speaking, he gets kicked out of his E7 guild during the Aqua stream, and right here, he just gets booted out of the game in and of itself. Dude, he's getting booted out of everything, man. It is unfortunate, but, of course, he's back in it again, and this time around, he should theoretically have a good opportunity to take the game away here. I think Galazor this weekend has been very aggressive, but in and of its own right, too, right? Like, he's been getting rewarded for his aggressiveness across the board here, getting caught out a lot less than, in my opinion, that he used to in a lot of cases. He's taking his fights a lot more strategically, which is something that I really enjoy seeing, especially from someone like Galazor, who tends to be aggressive literally any chance that he can get. So being able to watch him play a little bit more strategically, taking his fights at places that actually has a lot more open space compared to places where there might be like 3 or 4 other players in that area. Always a good thing to see.
Yeah, I completely agree. We've seen so many of these players kind of evolve over the last year or two, you know, throughout the seasons. It has just been, I don't know. I think from our perspective, it's really different because, like you said, it's kind of, you know, we get to see them evolve as players, as people, and I think it's just been a ton of fun because now here in Season 8, Shuvi, it's kind of crazy to say. In, 3 days now, it's going to be February, which means it's only 5 months till the game launches, and that's still insane to me. I think we have come so far in the last year because I was watching some videos back from early 2022 the other day, and it just feels like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how far we've come.
Yeah, and I've also been watching some of like these older videos as well, like some of them back in like 2021 almost. The game has honestly come such a long way, and the fact that it's a lot more kind of structured now compared to just doing random things whenever there's an opportunity to do so. Back in like Season 1, Season 2, it is absolutely amazing to see how far this game has come, and it's going to go a lot longer as well. So hopefully you can see a lot of kind of change-ups in regards to how these players are going to be adapting to whatever strategy they need to be adjusting to, or even metas. Because, you know, these players have been doing that all so well so far, and they will continue to do that more and more and more throughout the seasons to come.
Oh, I wonder, you know, what we're going to be doing at launch. Actually, I hope we get something fun for that. Oh, hold on, wait a second. It looks like finally we only have 15 seconds left, of course, till the night one is upon us. Our trees and meteorites are going to be coming up. Meek and Chris going to be, you know, kind of zoning each other out here in Beach a little bit. Snapshots from Nathabon trying to land. Not finding anything so far. Meek trying to, you know, just going to be playing a little ways away. Oh, the poke with Red Sprite is insane. Let's see what Meek decides to do here, though.
Vision control on the side of Meek for now. Chris trying to get control as much as possible. It is a Nathapon after all, and again, as I mentioned earlier, we talked about how Galazor is playing a lot more with information. It feels like Chris has been doing that consistently throughout the weekend. He will continue to do this, even with Meek being a little bit on the edge right now, trying to deny Chris as much as possible, doing so much damage with this Nathapon, as well as the Red Sprite cooldown going back and forward. Nine Night Cash actually knocking down Yamato towards the north side of the map as well. Our first death of the evening here, and it is going to be the permanent one.
Yeah, very unfortunate to have Yamato not be able to make it to the first battle zones. But, of course, if you guys are unaware, it is 5 games here tonight for the format. So still a lot of opportunities for Yamato to be able to come back. Now it looks like Meek and Chris are going to be dancing once again over here. Meek looking for a dash, possibly. Debo here as well. Uh-oh, Meek, what are we going to do here, brother? We got to get out of this somehow. He's just going to let himself pick up a little bit of the food. He's just playing with Chris over here.
Yeah, but who's really the one like playing with their food at this point, right? Like Meek is trying to look for an angle on the dashing gentleman. He's not finding one.
The thing is, Meek is at 3 weapon mastery now. Yeah. Chris almost has his weapon skill. This is a little bit of what a wasted opportunity, but hold on, a fight over here in Forest. I thought that was actually going to be an engage from Pies, but no, not just yet. And now we are back back to the infinite neutral.
He's so important.
Is Meek gonna go in, or like what's the play here? I'm kind of curious.
He's out of food, so he kind of has to make a decision. He does have the cannons in his inventory. There's about 15 seconds until battle begins.
Big fight in the hotel. Debo's going to be our second to fall here in this game. But Ghost and Sakamata now going to be fighting it up. Ghost trying to get those stacks up. There's the shield for him. Spot is going to go on to Nina. has another dash.
The next restricted areas are coming.
Go over into the pool. Battle zones are up. Neither of these players are going to be in them. There's the puppet leader. Ghost gets knocked up as well. And this is the problem.
Lost the play.
Yeah. Ghost dying as well.
Down.
Now hold. Oh my lord, Pies dying as well. Kills left and right. Pies, of course, that was a battle zone kill. And now we see Chris actually almost dying. It looks like possibly on the Frankie, meanwhile, stuck in the corner against Striker, who will take them down. Pokey as well, just gonna be there for looks like emotional support for Striker.
Yeah, as I said, Pokey is just going to be hanging around a lot of these battle zones. We will see Chiron most likely falling here. Oh, just barely, not enough. But there it is, the Q coming out to finish down. And Nadim, here we go though. Nico Sushi hanging around this area as well. That wall should serve as a good playing ground for Pie Master to play around here. But not enough cameras for this Heart. Hazard Shield entry does go through, but Pie Master is still in a lot of trouble. Actually, Sushi is the one that ends up head popping here. That means Pie Master pretty well set into this battle zone as Striker and Ahipoki still being very annoying to one another here. Ahipoki will pop, and it will come down to Striker as well as Uzma in the cemetery battle zone as 99 Cash slowly but surely making his way towards the battle zone over in Uptown as he's going to have to fight out Aiden Estelle over there. It will be Real Pitoi that he's going to have to fight up against. Let's see what ends up happening here. A battle of the Titans for Uptown.
Here we go. It's going to be close. There's the stun up. Diamond Shard activate the second health bar as well. Health pack that has the shield going out. That's going to be 9-Eye losing the up. Them now. Uzma, hold on. Fighting Striker over here. All the auto's going to be enough. It is actually. Wow. Holy. These battle zones are so tense, Shuvi.
Yeah, maybe if Striker actually had wind scar there, then it would have been possible, but no cooldowns available, which means Uzma, I believe, takes the battle zone of Cemetery. Yeah, they will. We did see Galazor looking at the bottom of our screen there, who will also be taking the final battle zone as well. Chris trying his best to get away from Sakamata here. Nita should be catching up very soon. A couple more autos should do it. It is a Nathapon, not that much mobility, will get taken down. So that scuffle earlier in Beach up against Meek, not really resulting in much.
Unfortunate for them, and a little bit of an unfortunate thing as well. Uzma not on the Lucky Bunny skin anymore. Kind of peeved about that, but you know what can I do? You know, I was just sitting there thinking to myself. I was like, wait, wasn't he on the skin? And then I was like, oh, we remade, no more skin.
Maybe he'll bring it back for future games.
No, maybe I'll be like, need to bring that back now. Galazor, meanwhile,
the next restricted
on
areas
the Monohoshi Zao Fiora, of course. I'm excited to watch this a little bit. They do have the mid quiver and everything. We're going to be taking Degree of Life if possible. Nico Sushi versus Frank Doodle. Knockback, not on the spare tire. Now let's see, how's Nico going to do this? Has the sun available? She's going to look for something possibly. Maybe doesn't want to lose this tree, but looks like they're actually just going to go away for now and concede the tree over to Frankie.
Yeah, the amount of high base health now that Sylvia has makes it really easy for her to at least sustain through the early stages of the fight. Even without having the heal, you know, the high base health never will hurt. So, cool stuff there. Oh, actually, fight getting canceled here from 9-9, and that means Nina actually continuously catching up. I think this is Magnus dead to right. Yeah, there we go. Sakamata knocking down 9-9. A beautiful puppet theater to deny any escape there from 9-9, and Sakamata sitting on 5 kills already. This Chloe's popping off.
Yeah, exactly. And look at that. They still, of course, have the battle kit. So, my lord, that is definitely without. That's just without any battle zones. I don't think we've seen them in one, have we? No.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We'll see what ends up happening here. Let's take a look. Striker trying to get themselves away from Pitoi. It's also going to be up against Sakamata as well. We will see the Tempest Hydra coming out, but Pitoi sees this. Half HP on this Felix right now. Beautiful Shadow Stab to try to push away the Estelle. We'll be able to get away here. We do have the battle zone popping in about 35 seconds, which is the reason why we have so many players situated around this area. But Pie Master fighting it up against Pitoi. Is this going to be good at all? Boss phase 2 coming right up. Peacemaker is available, but it gets canceled. And there's Meek hanging around the corner. Boss phase 2 has already been used. This is Meek's chance to knock down one of the Estelles here. But the second portion of that dual sword rampage not really going to do much. Striker looking for an opportunity here as well. 12 seconds left. Pitoi gets taken down by Striker. He has to make it inside of the battle zone, and that was so free for Striker.
That was insane. Third party on third party. Meek actually stealing a kill just to get another kill possibly stolen over there by Striker, but now they will all be in this battle zone. Meek looks like they're possibly going to walk towards the other drone. Pokey is here as well on that Johan. That is a fat shield as well from the Johan. Meek also gonna maybe try and go in onto Pokey. But I think they're going to maybe look for the drone over here as well. Meek has to kind of make a decision and fast. Omega, meanwhile, slain over there by Uzma. Grabs a force core. Grand Fleet looks like they got a Glacial Ice as well. Going to be going into something. Now it looks like a third party possibly here for Meek. Going to be going in, and just Pokey's just over here being a menace. Now Meek's going to fight it up with Striker. There's the disarm as well. The Rampage, and here we go. Is Striker going to be able to do it? Windscar's out. Meek gets the stun, and that's going to be it for Striker in the battle zone.
We've got
That's a tough one. Striker getting taken down here will unfortunately end up respawning in the game without any other objectives present. So Striker has to do a lot of work without those available on the map here. Pokey, again, as you mentioned, being annoying as always inside of these battle zones. This is looking a little bit tough for both Meek as well as Nico Sushi. Pokey will pop here. The kill actually not going to anybody. She will just pop by herself inside of Hotel, while Sushi as well as Meek fighting up against one another. The boar hanging around this area, denying Meek any good, meaningful initiations. But look at the nervous gauges for both of these players. It is looking extremely tough. Sushi's timer is going right now. They're trying to buy as much time as possible. We'll pick up 4 of them, but there is nothing available. No, Meek is actually going to be the one to pop first here. So a lot of time ball for Sushi. Frankie Doodle trying his best to run away, but that's a lot of timer gained again here for Nico Sushi. A second breath of life inside of the Hotel battle zone.
Yeah, now Frankie has to make a decision on what he is going to do up against Nico here. It's getting kind of close, Shuvie. This is going to be hard. Frankie's going to be over here with Devil's Marksman, killing the drone, get a little bit of that nervous... you make me call it nervous. Nerve overflow gauge. You got me calling it nervous now, but it looks like now they're going to be fighting. Frankie shifting gears into the bike, of course. There's the drone popping. It's a total presence there for these two. Looks like Frankie actually might be taking down Nico Sushi. There's the blessing as well, and I think that is it. Just a little bit more damage. Yep, that is Frankie winning our Hotel battle zone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We don't even see the helitech stat anywhere close for the cooldown to be back up. So Nico Sushi trying to fight with whatever she had left in there, and it was pretty close, but in the end, Sylvia will reign supreme. A lot of time on side of the Sylvia. So thankfully, he's actually going to be able to get this kill before the Hotel battle zone disappeared. We had one case during ERM where that happened, and it was quite interesting. Frankie Doodle will lose a little bit of timer. He tried to hyperloop on out of there. I keep forgetting that myself, but you are not allowed to. I feel like they should change that for the winner, because it's really annoying when you try to do it. You're like, hey, I'm getting punished for winning the battle zone from the looks of it.
Oh, now hold on. Meek has to run away from Sakamata, who is insanely strong this game. They have just been absolutely just rolling house this game. It's crazy. Our Chloe going off. Gals were actually the one to claim Wiccaline here. Uzma, let's see the decision. EMP's the bush, of course. Striker. Those autos are chunky, as we can see. Uzma did, of course, get Omega, so he will have that Judgment online. The Force Core Assault Rifle, absolutely insane. 120 bullets, Shuvie, along with that armor pen, is disgusting.
Yeah, considering Assault Rifle lost the armor pen, whatever stats that he gets going for him is going to be so good in the long run. Uzma's already well sent too. Like, his triple gear items is all there. Like the Judgment, we saw the Alexander. I think I saw the Fallen Pegasus too. He is at his trio of his crit items that he usually wants when it comes to going into the late game like this. And it was pretty much done with not that much action. So a pretty quiet game here for Uzma, trying to set up a lot of things. But of course, players at this high of caliber will not just let an ISO get him for free, right? So good stuff coming out there from Striker, double checking everything, making sure that he's going to be safe as well, going into bushes and stuff like that. No real people getting caught out like no tomorrow, although the scaling still looking terrifying for the players across the board. It is going to be the pedal torrent coming out for Sakamata. I do love seeing this right now on the Chloe. They will risk a little bit of timer to get that meteorite. This should theoretically go into the Fallen Pegasus, assuming they have the credits to call everything in.
This is going to be fun, actually. Let's see what's in the box. I'm curious. Striker going to be on the gold box. Meek, there's a rain of arrows here as well. Meek should know. Maybe Trello. It's going to be Glacial Shoes. Now, oh, that is... Oh, wait. I thought Meek was actually going to stun him up, but no. Q-Iron's here as well. Going to put the trap in there. Striker does end up getting hit with it. Q-Iron on the Fail Not radar and the Myth Boots for upgrades. Forcing Striker into the red. Striker with a few seconds more timer. Looks like nothing more is going to come of it yet. Striker is going to maybe force their way back into the zone. But they're going to be going the long way around, of course. Not surprising at all. This is so close. It looks like, oh, Grand Fleet. I thought he was going to look for Q Iron there for a second. And I got scared. Uh-oh. Grand Fleet down Striker. There's that stomp. Grand Fleet going to be using the first assault just to move around a little bit. Grand Fleet has, honestly, just able to do whatever they want right now. They're Ampion, so you know what I mean? They're just able to get in, poke a little bit, run away.
Yeah, and usually considering how quiet the game has been so far for Grand Fleet, I'm surprised that he has transitions to begin with, but that's just the state of the game in Season 8, so he's going to be happy where he is right now. I think double transitions, one was Glacial Shoes, the other one was Sultan, so the Hyunwoo's damage is still guaranteed this late into the game. He doesn't really have any issues with it whatsoever. He just needs to look for these opportunities, although the time to do that is slowly but surely closing. We do have about 10 seconds until we start hitting night number 4, and by then we should figure out what our first game's final zones will be. And look at that, Forest is one of the options, and there it is, man. Look at it, it's Forest final zone.
Love to see it, but also, why is everybody just here in Chapel, save for Johan? And I think that's Nico Sushi and Doc. Oh, they're actually so close next to each other. Oh, Meek just getting chunked, though. Meek doesn't have to go back in just yet. Oh, there's a rain of arrows, though. Q Iron is here as well. Sakamata, Meek's in between so many different parties. I think Q Iron might actually decide to go on this. There we go. Are we going to see? Oh, no, we're not going to see it. They are scared of Sakamata, which is completely understandable here. Now, Nico Sushi's here. Nobody wants to fight Sakamata whatsoever.
Yeah, even with the Fallen Pegasus online, man, still 11% CDR coming from the Dice of Destiny. This Chloe is scary to fight into, and everyone else is being very careful about going into these matchups too, because as you mentioned, there's a ton of people in Chapel right now as well. You make one small misstep, you're going to fight up against 3-4 other people at once while you're in the middle of your own fight too. So being very careful is going to be everybody right now across the board. 35 seconds until final zone of Forest will be forced out here for everybody. So let's take a look at what happens. There we go. There's a stun up against Grand Fleet from Meek Speedy. He's the one that takes the initiative here, but then Sakamata walks up. Grand Fleet is somewhat safe. Meek Speedy taking a lot of damage. Grand Fleet will also take a lot of damage there, but Frailty has been popped. Striker's going to get taken down over inside of that building in Chapel. Grand Fleet's also going to get taken down here as well. Nina and Chloe still very healthy on health. Uzma has to walk away. He needs to go inside of Forest, but Sakamata just holding guard.
Look at this. Everybody has to get in there. Meek looks like it's going to be the first one in there. Uzma now with Sakamata. Knockup's not going to land from Puppet Theater. They have just about the same timer, it looks like. Now everybody's just going to have to walk in. Q Iron's here as well. Uzma possibly going to teleport in, I think. Uh-oh, Q Iron doesn't have the timer to be able to just zone them out. Let's see, Sakamata. Oh, there's a hole. This is going to be insane. Oh my god, though, the bomb!
Let's keep an eye on that.
Oh my lord, Uzma taking down Sakamata here. Oh lord, I thought Sakamata actually might have won that, but the bomb was just so much damage, Shuvi.
What was that? Like, Sakamata usually is the type of person to be able to anticipate that, but this time they didn't. Oh, but Chiron takes down Uzma here instead. Who can right-click better seemed to be going on the side of the team here. I think it was that last Wolf Assault that actually ended up knocking down Uzma. Otherwise, it would have been the complete other way around. Chiron getting completely lucky there, but that means they're going to be zoned out here by Galazor. They don't really have that much left up in arms up against this Fiora. Will get taken down here as well. 52 seconds left on the side of Galazor. Just a couple more seconds need to be bought, but for Meek, it's a lot more that he needs. 36 seconds left. Same for Nico Sushi right now as well. Galazor sitting at about half HP, but again, timer on the side of the Fiora right now.
Oh, and here's Pokey actually going to be in these zones, just rooting everybody down. Meek trying to come in for a third party. There's the Helitax stat, who's actually going to grab the kill. Galazor a little bit low on health too. Nico, he has to run. Now here's Meek trying to get on top of Galazor. I think we have another contender here as well. Faith Unwavering comes out. Ahi Pokey trying to just zone anybody out as possible, but only 3 seconds left for them, and I think they are about to pop. That is going to happen. Gale goes over to Nico. Galazor now has to run away from Frankie, but it's not going to happen. Frankie picking up a kill. Everybody's dying. Meek falls as well. Now it's going to end up being Nico versus Frankie. Oh, they're both on the exact same timer. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm so curious. Oh, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Would it be a love shot possibly in the final zone, or are they just going to zone each other really hard? No, I think they both want to fight. Nico, she doesn't have that Helitax stat. A few seconds left. Frankie's trying to be aggressive. There's the stun. Radar gun not going to be able to heal Frankie up, though. Hazard shield is ready. The Helitax stat. Nico might decide to just turn it in 1 second. Yeah, it looks like Nico has to turn it. There we go. There's the Helitax stat. Frankie just going to run away to the zone, knowing that Nico, she doesn't have ult now. That healing drone's going to get her back up to full health. Even though she doesn't have the ultimate, it's okay. It's still a stealth. You know what I mean? Oh, there
Okay, here we go.
Use the pork chop. That's what I like to see. Shift gear. Frankie going to run out of the zone. So close. They're both on just about even timer. It's going to be so close. Oh, no. Nico, I think this is the end for her, and it will be Frankie taking game number 1, Shuvi.
Oh my god, Frankie just playing that matchup perfectly there. Nico Sushi actually had like next to no transitions except I think save for 1. And Frankie sitting on 4 as at Sylvia. You know, sometimes we've been looking at these Estelles, it feels like there's no answer, but if you bait out that Helitax stat, then all of a sudden your options are open. You've already popped the boss phase 2. There's nothing for you to be worried about. Perfectly played there from Frankie, and that is exactly how you play Sylvia in Season 8.
What a beautiful first game. I didn't even know how that was honestly going to end. There was like 5 people that I thought they were going to win. I thought it was going to be Sakamata. Then I was like, oh, maybe Uzma. Then Q-Iron kills them. Then Galzor comes in. Holy, that was a crazy ending.
Yeah, I love the way that kind of Frankie plays around these fights too, right? Like, he knows he has positional advantage. He tries to deny the rest up from literally anybody that he tries to fight here as well. He's playing everything textbook, right? That is why we love to watch Frankie play. He's not going to let any advantages that he has as the Sylvia go, and he's not afraid to pop that bike to dodge out on some of these very big important skills, especially post level 16. So the aggression and the confidence coming out from Frankie is spelling really good news, in my opinion, for him right now, considering the state of Sylvia as of right now. And this is just what gets these next couple of games that we're going to be able to watch here all the more exciting.
Oh, man. I wonder if we're going to see any differentiation in the picks for our second game here. A few players that I did not expect going down very early, but the thing is, in this finals lobby, I think the same could be said for just about anybody, honestly.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And we will see what the scoreboard looks like at least as soon as that is ready to go. But I mean, there is no doubt that we know who the person up in front is going to be. I'm also expecting Sakamata to be somewhere around up there as well. It's a very similar story, by the way, for you and I, on how Fauna kind of tends to play these lobbies as well, right? Just constantly on the aggression, and then occasionally here and there playing a little bit too aggressive and falling down on their own. But a lot of kills on the side of Sakamata as well.
Of course, and Shuvi, we do have the scores up. Would you want to read them, or should I for our first game?
Yeah, I think you might need to read it. I'm writing stuff down real fast.
Alrighty, understandable. Coming out for our top 6 out of the first game, Frankie Doodle, of course, coming out in first with 48 points. Sakamata going to be in second with 39. Nico Sushi will be in third with 36 points. Meek Speedy in fourth with 24 points. Fifth place will be Galzor with 18 points. And sixth place will be Uzma with 15. Oh, exciting first game. But of course, we still have a lot of Eternal Return to play tonight, Shuvi. A lot of games left. So guys, be excited. It's going to be fun, Shuvi.
Yeah, considering the amount of action that we actually saw, I feel like the point distribution is actually pretty stagnant across the board. There's nobody, like, even for Frankie, right? Like, 3 kills in first place, honestly, doesn't really spell that much when Sakamoto, who got like 7th or 8th with 6 kills, is sitting right below them, a couple points down. So, you know, game 1 didn't really amount into anything absolutely massive for everybody, which means, of course, for the players in the bottom half, I feel like we always are cheering those guys on, but it's definitely the case in this one as well. There's a lot more games that are left here in the evening tonight, so those players need to show us what they have got as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of these people do have a few characters that they like to play. I know quite a few of them. We do have, of course, the usual one tricks. I wonder if, pardon me, I wonder if we're going to get to see any of Heart from Mr. Frankie out here, possibly, maybe?
That would be fun. Heart, surely he plays the Nadine. Yeah, that could be another one that he decides to pull out.
Yeah, that could be a thing. I am waiting on it. It's going to be fun. You know, I did talk about this morning during ERM, but I feel like, you know, of course, the game 1 is always going to be the warm-up game, no matter how much anybody practices. But until you get into the game, you don't know what the lobby is going to be like, how the meta is going to, you know, it's kind of like its own little, like, bubbled off meta from the world. But now I'm excited to see how everybody is going to respond to this.
Yep, and if anything, will they respond or will they just stick with their comfort picks? That is really the question to be asking at this point. And it is North America, so I don't think there's going to be too much of a reaction when it comes to answering something, because a lot of players in North America will tend to just kind of play their favorite characters and just make that work, which is what North America is very well known for. And to a certain level, I'm pretty sure that's going to be consistent throughout the course of the night here. No real big changes, in my opinion, that is really going to be happening. It might be like those one occasional stuff that we're just gonna be like, oh, they changed to this, but it's also something that we would expect them to change into because it is a character that they do indeed play.
Oh man, I believe we are just waiting on one more person in our lobby, and then we will get it going, everybody. Oh, Shuvi, are you shaking in your boots? I can feel your excitement.
I'm shaking in my boots, man. I'm shaking in my boots.
I hear him shivering over there. I'm curious, what were you writing down?
Oh, remember how like back when we started doing like a lot more community tournaments, I had that notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing in it again.
Oh, this guy's actually writing again. I was thinking of getting a notebook for myself, honestly.
It's kind of nice. I will say, I was kind of flipping through this back then. The very first tournament I have written down in here is back in August of 21.
Wow, wait, did you say that's the earliest or like the latest?
That's the earliest that I have written down.
Oh, I was gonna say,
I
oh
bought
my
this.
lord.
No.
I don't
The
know, maybe you
latest
haven't
until I
wrote in a
started.
while.
Well, that is true. The latest I wrote until like I stopped was what I think August 22. So I did it for about a year consistently, and I was like,
Eh.
eh.
Wrote in it for about a year, and then we were just like, yeah, it's kind of whatever, you know. Oh man, but yeah, I feel like I should get one as well. You know, we cast so much nowadays. Sometimes I feel like our casts just blur together.
Yeah, it's fun to have a record. I'm looking back at this. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this thing. It's kind of nice.
What's I'm curious. What's the earliest? You talked about your earliest recording. What is the very first? What's it in the Grand Book of Shuvi?
The Grand Book of Shuvi. So
The Shuvi Bible.
it was on August 3rd of 2021. This
Okay.
was one of the mini buns that Yuki hosted back then for Southeast Asia, actually.
Yeah.
But I will say there's some stuff I have written down there that wasn't so good for that one. It was the first one. That's why I kind of remember it clearly. I remember having to kind of solve that as soon as the situation kind of unfolded. But that's okay. That was all the way in the past. Now we get to look at game number 2 for the character selection screen here.
And let's see who we have. Looks like we're actually going to be getting a lot of the same for this. I think it's possibly the exact same. We're going to know in 5 seconds unless somebody just pulls something. Oh, no, Uzma. Wait, Pies? Okay, no, Uzma. Wait, Striker actually switching from...
I don't know about that one.
That's what's different there. Hold on. That's what's different. Okay. What? What's going on?
I think
anyway,
one of our players crashed. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Could be. It looks like it was Mr. Meek Speedy himself. I think the computer's getting to the same age as he is, Shuvi.
Oh my god. Meek, turn the sound off, bro. Cirque's in his A game here today for casting, dude. He's on.
Oh no, we love Meek. It's okay. Don't worry. He'll be back. He'll be back. I hope.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, he surely will be back, right? It's just a matter of when he gets back here. Oh my goodness, people are moving around, man. I lost track of where everybody was. But yeah, for sure, as you mentioned, I think mostly it was similar characters, but we had 2 that I think we could highlight. I don't know if you caught it over there at the end, but Pi swapping over onto the Shukai, which for the most part is fine. That's a pick that we do know that Pies does here and there, so that's fine. Now, the other pick that I wanted to talk about was Striker on the Daniel again as well. That's going to be another one of those kind of interesting picks that we are going to have to look at. I do believe we are also remaking the lobby, so we'll take a look at what happens here as soon as the lobby is remade. But what do you think about those 2 picks?
I'm a big fan of the Daniel, honestly. I think there's not enough Daniel players in the world, and I think if there was, actually, that might be a bad thing. So, maybe actually I was right. I do think Daniel is, I don't know. I think he's definitely good right now. I think he's not understood. You know what I mean? I don't even know how that makes sense. I think people understand him, but he's not understood. you know, he's just he's the hot topic guy. Of course, he's our resident resident edgelord who just wants to cut our hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, sure, you're absolutely right, right? And even in terms of the game, man, we haven't really understood him in quite a while. But Striker exists. He likes playing Daniel. He's back on it for game number 2, which is perfectly fine for me. I love playing Daniel during the times when he did like the 3-weapon build up. I think it was Damascus, we had Maharaja built up, and Vibroblade. Dude, that was so fun.
Yeah, the
Daniel.
old days. Oh, now, speaking of daggers, though, pies on this chef. It is going to be his auto attack chef. I am 99% sure of it. That is what. That's what Pies played yesterday.
I know.
Yeah,
that's gonna be super fun.
You knew. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if it's going to be the Adrenaline or Diamond Shard. I'm personally a fan of the D Shard, I think, just because Vibroblade has the Vigor on it, so I don't think you need a lot of attack speed. Adrenaline's not bad, of course, because of the basic attack amplification that it gives. But I don't know. I'm just a big believer in the good old D Shard.
Yeah, and I think after a certain point, like especially if you're running Dagger nowadays, there's a lot of characters that are kind of running Dagger not in a meta way, but like in a more fun kind of way. You'd end up building a lot of attack speed since your character really isn't built for that kind of thing. Adrenaline, when you start having, as you mentioned, the Vigor on the Vibroblade, when you start getting attack speed on the Frag Rack, if you do end up upgrading into it, Adrenaline kind of makes you hit that attack speed cap where you actually tend to lose out on damage since you're not really auto-attacking as often since you're kind of kiting into them. So the Diamond Shard actually works out for Pies, and there's a lot of ways for the Shukai to get that Diamond Shard procced, right? It's not just like a QE angle. You can do like WE angle if you want to get slow. I think. Wait, hold on. What if you run Magnetic Midnight on Karn? You get the slow and then you press C. Does that work? Surely that works. Has anyone tested this?
I mean, that sounds correct because I'm pretty sure it applies off other teammates' crowd control as well. I can't remember if it's only Chef's crowd control. I'd have to give that a test later, or if anybody's
that would be
not
funny.
playing in the tournament. Or maybe Pies actually, if you want to build a car in this game, and
he does have Adrenaline, so it's not like it's a horrible option here.
Oh no, that'd be funny. But I honestly don't know. I think I want to say it would work. I'd want to think that because I'm trying to think if it used to work off Scotty, because this would be kind of the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can I also just mention, by the way, Pokey DM'd me before before this game started. She has kept her word. It's OCW, Johan. I mean, what?
You actually scared me because I thought you were going to say Pokey DM'd me that they crashed, and I was like, oh no.
No. If Pokey, no, I don't think that right there would be like a DM moment. She'd probably post it in like the chat for the finalist, but yeah, that would have been a little bit awkward because I think Pokey's been the one like saying everyone's been crashing.
Yeah, and then suddenly she crashes as well. Just it'd be the kind of, it's the circle of life there, Shuvie.
Yep. Is that a karma moment, or would it be one of those just like unfortunate moments? Because
kind of an unlucky.
Pokey getting the information out is a good thing, right? Like, I don't think there's anything bad about Pokey getting info out.
Oh, OCW Johan. Man, this is... I mean, it's really not that bad in this lobby when you think about it. Look at how many autoers we have. We, of course, have Pies, Uzma.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I tried, man. I tried telling people that it wasn't bad.
It's bad. No, it's bad. Trust me. It's just, I guess... No, it's still bad.
Yeah, dude. Again, you're gonna get Twitch chat riled up, man. I'm telling you, that one time I tried to make OCW even remotely look usable by any means. I didn't even say it was good. Like, I said it was like somewhat usable. The entirety of Twitch chats rose up together, man. They're all like teaming against me after a certain point. No shot. He has Karn. He has Karn.
Oh, true. We have to pay close attention. He also has Vibro. He has both already. Oh, now Striker's actually looking for an early kill onto Chris. Chris not going to be able to dance with Meek anymore, it looks like, because Striker is on the hunt already. I think, actually, if Striker would have been level 6, Chris would have died.
Yeah, although we kind of have to keep an idea of where like the inspiration mark pop, because there's like a kind of like a time in between after the mark pops and when you can actually ult the person. If it's a little bit too much, then you're not going to have the chance to do that. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens here as Uzma Getting taken down pretty low. Frailty was popped, but as soon as the Frailty pops, he will just use the camouflage to get on out of there. So early game, people are just poking one another out, but that's just more or less because, you know, item diff at this point is a little bit too big.
Oh, and now here's a fight up here. Let's see, Grand Fleet trying to use that first attack to get out of here. All those Pie Masters too fast for Grand Fleet. Off. Oh, actually gonna decide to just back off here. Not worth the investment. Meanwhile, Nine chasing down one of our South American players, Hugh Iron on that Nadine. Meanwhile, here we go. Meek actually bringing it back in game 2, killing Chris straight up.
Yeah, it seems like Striker really put a dent in Chris's gameplay right here. It's so unfortunate the way that he ends up falling. Just way too little items, and some of the items that he had before was the main reason why Meek was getting pushed away here. But Meek, looking at the items on Chris, just no fear, running straight in. He could have done that earlier in game number 1, but Chris didn't give him the option to do so, and there was no reason for Chris to not do that because he was already fully built. Oh, man.
Wait, you know, before we talk about this, are you noticing Pie's build still? Did you
see
when he was on? He's... Oh, no.
He's building food, man. He's doing his job. He's scaling.
I guess so, Shuvi. My apologies. I'm sorry for not being as cultured as you. Oh, no. But this is... Uh-oh. I think this might be a little bit of a uh-oh moment. Let's see. Pie's probably going to have to loop around. Squirrel Trap's not landing. I can hear the wire. Oh. Was that the... What? No, that wasn't the wire animation, I don't think. But looks like Pie's just going to be able to walk on out of here.
He's just doing Shukai things, man. He just walks on out of there.
Alrighty. Let's see. Now we're going to take it down to Sakamoto with that Pedal Torrent. And Pedal Torrent is honestly a really interesting item now. I see a whole lot of Chloe's running it. It has such a nice passive now to so much damage.
It's got buffed so many times, and respectfully so, right? Like, that thing was so weird. And the passive also procced on animals, and then it went on cooldown again, but then they fixed that too. So I think Pedal Torrent is definitely a viable option, especially for people who are playing Chloe, because you don't usually see Chloe's killing somebody in like 2-3 seconds, right? You usually see them killing them over the course of time, so they should be able to get that proc off like 2-3 times throughout the fight, which makes sense in regards to why you might want to run it, and you do have infinite ammo on it now, so no need to worry about that either.
Of course, old Ghost now up against Devo on their character as well. That's the funny part, but guess what? Sakamoto ABC Gaming is here. Oh, Devo going right into the wall. Ghost picking up the kill here, and looks like Ghost versus Sakamoto again. This time not in a hotel, it's going to be in Chapel for this game.
That's unfortunate for Debo. Yet again, they're going to get knocked down here. Third party angle twice in a row for games 1 and 2. They will get taken down. Nine trying his best. Okay, that's a lot of damage over onto Uzma. Oh, will not be able to get it. Thankfully, he did pop after the battle zone, so he will resurrect. Sakamoto trying to knock down Ghost Electricity. That's not in the battle zone, so he will have to play careful. Chiron's going to get taken down here. That was in the battle zone. He will resurrect. Grand Fleet trying to run away from Galazor. He will be able to do so for a little bit longer. Pies is looking... Oh, the finish line actually does end up seeing the Shukai. He's going to go for Striker here. 1, 2, 3. He gets the kill. Radar gun not in time for that. Pies trying to knock down this Sylvia as much as possible. The auto attacks are missing. The auto attacks are missing. And they're not going to be able to knock down the Sylvia. Frankie Doodle picks up the kill onto Pies. Galazor will get taken out by Uzma down in dock as well. 1 by 1, players will fall, and the battle zone still continues.
We had Alpha going down here as well in Chapel, but taking it back up to the battle zone in Avenue. Pokies here on that OCW, Shuvi. I'm ready to see it. Let's see, is Poki going to be able to win? I want to see the reflection. Never mind. Didn't see it. Didn't see the timer. My apologies. My bad on that. Hazard shield. Meanwhile, from Nico. Just going to be trying to get onto Frankie Doodle while they both hit the drone over here. Although it looks like Nico, she might be having a little bit of a problem fighting Frankie here.
Diamond Shard's been popped here as well. I think Nico Sushi looking at that amp build, they are looking for some angles, but it's so hard to kill a Sylvia at this point. And yeah, it is going to be done for Nico Sushi. No access again to the Helitack stat in that matchup. That means Frankie Doodle on the top side of the map. I believe the drone pops, so he's going to have to make his way slowly but surely down towards the bottom side where Pie Master will be waiting for him. this is a really good place for the Heart to fight. It's going to be really easy landing some of these charms up against the Sylvia when it's a straight beeline down right next to the fire truck. So let's see what ends up happening here. Tyre is going to miss. He will have to use his bike to get away, but that means at a prolonged cooldown is going to be that skill. There's the charm landing. Uh-oh, that's a lot of damage down on towards the Sylvia. One more, and there it is. Goodbye. Pie Master picks up a kill and ends the battle zone over in Avenue with his own personal win.
Very, very lovely. Going to be picking up the Mithril as well from their victory here in the battle zone. One thing I've noticed, we haven't seen a lot of mythics this tournament, it feels like. Even yesterday, I don't know in your group if you saw that many mythics, but it feels like lately I've been barely seeing any Meek. Uh-oh, Meek trying to get out of here right now against Grand Flate. Uh-oh, there's the bear. Oh, no. Oh, looks like Meek's just going to try and run all the way away from Grand Fleet, but let's see how far they are willing to chase each other.
Yeah, it is Yuki. I don't think the chase is actually going to result in any fruitful conclusions there for Grand Fleet, so he's probably more hard-pressed to try running away and figuring out a different angle to attack more players from to get his weapon level up. Uzma and Ghost trying to fight it out up against each other in the meteorite around Chapel right now. Uzma still trying to do as much poke as possible. Of course, Tazia doing the exact same thing here. But looking at Uzma's positioning, he is pushed into a corner. Nico Nikasushi and Ryo Pitoi trying to fight it out up against one another. We do have Boss Phase 2 coming out for both of these Estelles. One will die, and it is going to be Nico Nikasushi. Pitoi winning the battle up against their counterpart of the Diamond Shard, saying, I am the true hero of Diamond Shard Estelle.
Oh, and now speaking of the devil, actually, oh, that hazard shield just a little bit too wide there for that lamppost. Both of our cells now down. Ghost trying to fight it out against Uzma for this meteorite. Oh, the Semtex lands, and I think this is Uzma falling right into the actual trap of Ghost Electricity. The Paradiso just destroying them. Pies, meanwhile, actually, I think gonna fall over here as well. Down to Sakamata. One more auto. Nina taking down Pies. Unfortunate that they weren't able to get it. Now, Ghost also going to be in a fight over here against Nine Eye. Our Bonk Magnus with the Fallen Pegasus. There's the Caltrops down. And this is going to be just another game of cat and mouse, it feels like.
Yeah, this sucks for Ghost too, because Nine Eye has kind of all the control in this area, right? Just one heavy slam into the wall that will most likely spell the end of Ghost since Paradiso is gone. There's a heavy strike. Actually, that one doesn't land against the wall. That means Nine Eye being pushed away very severely. This wall doing a lot of damage. One more dash from Ghost should stop it, but he does not have the range there. We'll just back away to grab that meteorite. But man, Nine Eye playing a little bit risky up against it. Heavy strike not into the wall either, just the wrong angle, and that was just a well done play from Ghost.
Very well done, and now after all this time, Ghost is finally able to get his meteorite. Felt like absolutely forever now. Galzor trying to go in on Q-Iron. The Diamond Shard is popped. Now Grand Fleet's here. First attack not going to land into the wall. Ghost actually, I'm sorry, Galzor actually, my apologies. No! Landing it, and then Grand Fleet
lost the player.
Haymakers Galazor into the grave, and that means Grand Fleet wins the battle zone. Pokey now having to run away from Yamada. Remember, it is the OCW. It is going to get rooted. Pokey, are they going to be able to get out of here? No plague, actually, from Yamada. There's the Divine Scripture as well. It is a battle zone. Don't forget about that. But this is just, this is a little bit funny here. Okay, Yamada just going to grab some of these over here. Not going to try and let Pokey get any of them. Is Yamada... This is so... Oh, no. Here we go. Pokey. Yamada, don't hit it. Just let them time out, and it looks like that is going to be Pokey. Yeah, timing out on the bridge.
Well, I did say that Pokey's going to go to every single battle zone. I did tell you about that one. And she is doing her job, being very annoying to pretty much every single player across the board. But the thing is, for this, actually ended up working out for Yamada because it bought them time to get the Plague back up before they're forced to fight Sakamata. And as Sakamata slowly but surely makes their way over to the drone, this is going to be important here. The Plague will pop early on. Sakamata does have access to their ultimate there. The damage just isn't there from Yamada at all. And there is the Plague, Last Judgment. No chance. Oh my god, yo, wait. That was not even a contest for Yamada. That's a brutal one.
That was a little bit rough. Sakamata, just the damage. It's crazy how much damage this Chloe's been doing, Shuvi.
Yeah, that is a rough one for Yamada, and it really doesn't spell any good news here for that Kiara as well, because it's not like you just don't have to deal with the Chloe anymore. She's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger, and after a certain point, there's gonna be less and less people that can actually deal with it. So let's see what happens. And oh gosh, oh gosh.
Wow. I think we can take a guess. You know, I think we can take a guess what happened, Shuvi.
I don't think we even need to take a guess. It's already written in the books, man. We just take a look at it and boom, there it is. There's the answer right there.
Of course. And now we have Mr. Meek Speedy himself actually picking up a Mithril over here. Wonder what they're going to be using that for. We'll probably find out very soon. Bunch of different options, of course, for Meek. But guess what? Wickeline now up in Cemetery. We can see her over there just a little bit. We can see half of her face, half of her icon.
Just a tad bit, and she's going into a closed-off area as well. At least Nubunura made it so the players can have an idea of the second zone that Wick is going to be going in towards. So it's not too big of a surprise as to where she's going to be going. Although you and I haven't exactly been keeping track of it, so her going in towards Cemetery when all the zones were closed is bad. Pie Master tried to preemptively hyperloop into hospital, and then Wick just does a 180, man. That's just trolling Pie Master.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it, Shuvi. Oh,
right as soon as he hyperloop, too.
Oh, and here we go. Yamada possibly looking. Ooh, the slow's not going to land on a Ghost. They already used a quick cut as well, so no rapier skill available to get on top of Ghost. And Yamada, really unfortunate on a lot of these kills. Just the damage hasn't been there.
Striker playing with fire here as well. Yamada does see the Daniel. 9-Eye hanging around the wall as well. He will throw the preemptive broken bullet, so Striker does now know that 9-Eye is hanging around this area. But is this a good way to bait Yamada into a bad spot? No, not really. Smart Bomb will go down. He actually gets hit by that. Wow, that's weird. I thought it was out of the explosion range, but for now, Daniel inside combat. Galazor taking a massive amount of damage here. Ooh, okay, that's actually kind of interesting. Galazor is going to turn this around. Oh,
yeah.
no.
8 down,
it looks like Grand Fleet already used everything in their arsenal and just was not able to do a lot there, unfortunately. Now, 9-9 Frankie, actually. Frankie going to be using that bike to get away a little bit, but not much going on, it looks like, right now. Did we have a Wick take yet, actually?
Don't think that's been... Yeah, they're doing the Wick dance right now, hanging around the intersection between Uptown as well as Beach. This Wick here, I think, is going to be really big, right? Because by this point, you have to believe that Wick is going to stay alive until the final zone. And that's what really matters for these guys. The small DPS output over the course of time is Yamada popping that plague here yet again, but not really getting anything done. There's just way too much crowd control around these characters, so he has to do a full scale escape. Weapon level 12 for himself. Pie Master, meanwhile, doing the Wickling for himself. We do see Striker hanging around the area here. Oh no!
Striker steals it and gets the items as well. The VF Blood and Mithril pickup. Oh, poor Pie Master. Oh no, that is a shame.
He has Fragarack set up too, so immediately builds that up. And you know, I'm not entirely sure what he's going to be using that blood sample for, but there's so many things that a Daniel can build out of it as well. While Ahipoki getting bullied a little bit here by Galazor, but in the end, it is a Johan, but Meek Speedy hanging around the area here too. You will see Poki fall, unfortunately, here as our 10th player for the placements. But Galazor picking up that kill. Dainsleaf in his arms. He is well said. We have fish and chips in his inventory too. He's completely happy about where he is right now.
And Meek with Spring and Autumn and a Myth Helm. That basically means DS Yuki is Exodia. Oh, that Spring and Autumn is so disgusting. I am ready to see what Meek is going to be able to do against some of these players. Striker going to decide to take the engage onto Ghost, gets stunned up, and wow, just from a little bit of a combo, putting Ghost at nearly half health. But guess what? It's nighttime, Shuvi. That means Striker is going to be on the hunt for some of these players. I wonder who Striker's gonna find first, especially with that Wick buff. Mod is here. I think this is kind of a sus matchup here for Striker. He's gonna be able to do it, but Yamada actually fighting against Galazor. These autos are coming in. Oh my lord, Yamada, the damage from Galazor is so disgusting. Ghost is here as well. There's the Divine Dunk Parry coming out. But guess what? Yamada is caught in between everybody. Pie Master gonna pick up that kill onto him. Unfortunate. Just in between 3 people. Oh no, and actually Sakamata kills Striker. This is literally what I just said. That matchup. Uh-oh. The child is dead.
Well, to be fair, at least Soul Link was down, so it's not like there's an opportunity for Sakamata to use the Soul Link by any means, even if they are in trouble, so that's going to be a bit of a tough one. 30 seconds until we do have Final Zone, which is going to be Archer range for Game 2 here. And brutal end there for Striker. You talked about it. That matchup is pretty sus. I think Striker's idea there was just to poke with the Wick buff, but then Sakamata is not the type of person to let that happen just for free. So well done there from Sakamata, taking advantage of a sus matchup for the other player, and we'll be able to knock them down. That's going to be a Tree of Life also being called here for that player as well. So let's see what they do end up building out of that one.
Temporary safe zones
actually
going
to spawn right there into the range itself. Going to be right near those practice lineups. And now let's see what Meek is going to do. Sakamata the monster, along with Pie Master, who is also, they are both just absolutely disgusting with their builds right now. It's going to be a close one, Shuvi. I think this is going to be a very, very big close one.
Yeah, but I think it's a Laurel Wreath angle here for Sakamata as well. So full transitions for the Chloe on top of it. Right there it is. XP trying to fight it out up against Pie Master here. They are trying. We do have the disarm coming up in just a moment here, but look at the damage being dealt over onto this Yuki. They do have the Dashing Gentleman, but one more auto should do it, and there we go. Goodbye to Meek Speedy. Pie Master picking up the kill here, but Ghost is smelling. Ghost can smell blood at the moment. As soon as they see Pie Master ramping up, though, they do not want anything else to do with this character.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Meek to go down, but it is kind of expected. Meek not having a lot of great transitions and in a spot where all these players can just kind of jump on top of him. It is expected. Meanwhile, Nine Eye actually just destroying Pie Master. Oh, so close. Pie ends up going down. No ultimate for them, unfortunately, to get out of that, so Pie will get taken down, and all those items actually go over to Ghost. Of course, Ghost can't really use them, but that's still some credits, but credits, well, I mean, you can call in cameras, you know?
Yeah, and you're mainly like denying them from Nine Eye right now, who still has a lot of kill pit pressure. 20 seconds left, and he doesn't have frailty either, so he has to look for an opportunity here. But it's the same case for Frankie as well. They're running low on time. Sakamata is sitting in there 45 seconds, plenty of time for themselves. Ghosty Electricity also with a ton of time for themselves as well. Nine Eye as well as Frankie are the ones in trouble right now. Timer equivalent for both of them, but Frankie picks up the kill. 10 seconds left here for Frankie, and he will have enough timer to go into the final zone. We have 4 players alive, and these 4 players will be the ones to get into that final zone of archery range. This is going to be hectic for everybody.
Now let's see, like I said, going to be really close. It's going to come down to, oh, it's just going to come down to the wire, Shuvi here. We have these cameras in here. Looks like Galazor is going to be clearing them out. Ghost Electricity just trying to get, looks like a little bit of food and stuff there before they go in. Probably going to be getting rid of the Dice of Destiny and everything, shred them up. And our final 4 players are going to be going into it, Shuvi.
This is a rough one, dude. Galazor is the only melee character out of everybody, and Diamond Sharp pops because of the trap. This is the worst case scenario that Galazor could put himself under, and every single one of his traps are gone as well. It all becomes a timer battle at this point. Sakamata just has free hits on this Fiora right now, and he needs to lose timer. There is no other thing that he can do other than just sit there and take the damage. Everyone else is just sitting along, and we are getting reminded of Season 1 again this time around in North America. Oh my god.
Yeah, I hate these kinds of final zones, to be honest. It's so... Everybody just sits in a corner until the timer goes away. I think it's so just, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of it. But let's see, goes the pork chop, not actually going to land. Diamond Shark goes out from Galazor, but Frankie ends up picking up the kill. And now Galazor actually disarms Sakamata, but that Soul Link is still there, and we're about to see it pop. There it goes. Let's see Sakamata go crazy. 10 seconds left. Can you do it? No, it's Sakamata winning game 2 with 5 kills under their belt.
Sakamata starts it, Sakamata ends it. 5 kills on the Chloe. Nina and Chloe will take away game number 2 here. Amazingly done there from Sakamata, deciding that, you know, Fiora can't really do anything up against the Chloe unless they fully initiate, and even then, they have the tools to push away the Fiora as much as possible. Pops the frailty, pokes them down as much as possible, and you know what? At that point, Galazor knows, like, he has to pull the trigger sometime, and I'm really glad that he did, because a lot of players will just kind of sit there and just take it, right? They don't have the guts to pull the trigger, but Galazor did. In the end, it's just he was stuck in a bad situation. There's nothing you can really do about that, as the Fiora very severely lacking in the transition side of things compared to Ghost Electricity as Sakamata as well. At least he managed to salvage a placement spot. Third place instead of fourth. I think he will take it there definitely, although of course he would have asked for a lot more. That's just at that point, whatever you can take, you will take as Galazor.
Of course, and man, this is so fun. Oh, as much as like I said, I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of final zones. Just four players sitting in a quarter. It's kind of I don't know, not my favorite. Of course, I don't even know what I'd do in that situation because it's just kind of like, if you're Galazor, honestly, what do you do? Like, it's
There's
just
nothing.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a rough situation. But Shuvi, I read the scores last time. They will be up, so I think it's your turn this time. I'll throw it over to you.
Yeah, for sure. I actually have all my stuff written down this time around. Let's take a look at the leaderboards here. Sakamata in first place, 99 points over on that Chloe side. Frankie Doodle will be in a close second with 84 for himself. And there is a big gap starting from second to third. Galazor in third place, 48 points. Nico Sushi for 36 in fourth place. Meek Speedy in fifth with 33. And Ghost Electricity, 30 points, rounding out top six here. Of course, this is only just post-game number 2, and I will say Sakamata just jumping the gun, making sure that the final zone was started by Sakamata and ended with Sakamata, a perfect way of transitioning back and forth between these fights, forcing Galazor to really start something. Just kind of still sitting in the back, relaxing at that point, because you've done your job. You just watch the chaos unfold, and at the end, just finish off the rest.
The one thing as well, I will say, really channeling the power of Fauna here in North America.
Yep.
Fauna giving it that spirit bomb, saying, "You must do it, take my place." But honestly, Sakamata, out of these two games so far, it has been so consistent. And oh my goodness, I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do in game 3. Their Chloe is looking just unkillable, quite literally.
Yeah, and it's really tough for a lot of the matchups in North America to deal with the Chloe right now as well. I mean, Sylvia, for the most part, has a lot of crowd control and AoE, well, not crowd control, I meant AoE damage to hit both Chloe as well as the Nina. But Sakamata has been controlling the two characters very, very well. Like, for the most part, Frankie just can't get this... Can't get to hit both of them at the same time. We saw that happen at the end there. I think we had one good power slide, but that was just about it when it comes to hitting both of them. And after a certain point, you just do way too much damage as the Chloe on full transitions, basically. So, you're right. I think we are seeing pretty much the embodiment of Fauna in North America coming out from Sakamata. This is what I like to see. And in the end, there is a little bit of risk in regards to how you play like Fauna, since you are consistently fighting here. But Sakamata is a player who can back up their aggression with their skills.
And here we go, our third lobby picks. It looks like we're going to be seeing a whole lot of the same. Not really surprised here from it. Pies, please continue to play that, chef. Even if you die, it is so much fun to watch. Pies is Pies is my NA note and all at this point.
Surely they stick on it. Surely they they heard you.
I still, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Chiron also actually switching it up as well, over from the Nadine onto the Pistol Aya. A little bit of a switch up there, but I like it.
That's kind of interesting. I feel as if Pistol Aya right now is pretty potent, right? It has been pretty consistently ever since Assault Rifle Aya kind of fell into the depths of kind of like C plus D tier. So Pistol Aya has been rising back up in regards to the powerhouse of what that used to be. Does a ton of damage with both the double shots as well as the steady shots. You make a couple of missteps, that Aya will kill you, and we'll see how that goes. It will be Chiron, as you mentioned, on that Pistol Aya, so I don't know. If this pick right here really ends up working out for Chiron, that Nadine pick seems a little sus.
I think we're calling everything sus at this point, Shuvi.
Yep.
But, man, the Aya can really chunk hard for so much damage, it feels like. The steady shot on Pistol is what really just gets it going, especially when you combine it with Red Sprite. Oh, so much upfront damage, especially once that Aya starts to get transitions. It becomes just killer.
We also do see Pies running the pistol with Red Sprite here as well as the ISIL. This is the type of gameplay that Pies tends to go for in comparison to Uzma, who does end up running, this time around, actually the healing drone on that assault rifle. So we'll see one type of the... Oh, actually, no, this is also going to be pistol as well. No way, is this going to be... Wait, hold on a second. This could be Crit Pistol ISIL, because I'm seeing...
He does have the healing drone, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm seeing the rubber in the inventory as well. That could build up... Oh my god, wow, this is going to actually be pretty interesting. Two different types of gameplay style on Pistol ISIL. One's going to be Amp, of course, building a little bit more towards the trap gameplay style. And the other one is just going to be a lot more kind of auto-attack focused here. Oh my goodness, Malachite on an ISIL. That's pretty spicy.
I like it, honestly. I'm a big fan. I'm a pretty big fan of the Malachite. I don't know. I was gonna say it before this. I was like, what if it's Malachite Aya? I mean, I definitely no. Before I saw Red Sprite. Before I saw. Red Sprite,
Gotcha.
Yeah. Before I saw the Red Sprite. The second I see Red Sprite, I mean, I guess, maybe
still Malachite.
Exactly. It's just something crazy. You never know with some of these players nowadays. Could be something wickedly crazy. But now, of course, it's just gonna be some slow, chill vibes so far, Shuvi. Our lovely, good old crafting phase. The most important part of Eternal Return.
Yeah, we might see, honestly, a third chapter of Chris versus Meek down in Beach again at this point. This time around, Chris wasn't stopped in Chapel to get denied by anybody. Striker this time around is still playing the Daniel, but didn't manage to find Chris to slow his pace down whatsoever. So we might end up seeing what we saw in game number 1 down in Beach, although this time around, Sakamata slowly but surely joining the fray here, looking for some items. They will kind of walk towards the center area of Beach, That means that Meek Speedy has to slowly but surely back away here. They are building up their items, and this time around, Chris has the main CCTV control. This is going to be tough for Meek if he goes for it.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit hard. Sakamata, man, I'm so excited. Oh god, Meek versus Sakamata, that's going to be a fun fight. 20 seconds left until our Night 1 comes up as well. Oh no, Meek actually just going to decide to go hard for Chris here. Oh, Chris, actually just a little late on the pullback there. Not landing the final part of that time lapse. Unfortunate for them. Now let's see. Deboch gonna contest Pie Master. It looks like the Ancient Bolt Crit Tejan versus Heart, of course. Adrenaline versus Frailty. Oh, two times now. Meek winning the battle again in Beach. Looks like Debo is trying to get out of here. Gonna move down Pie Master. Those autos are kind of chunking though. Now let's see if Debo's going to be able to actually take this fight again against Pi. Possibly going to rest here, and Chiron actually dying to go somewhere else on the map right now. 2 players down. Unfortunate there are Pistolaya, Shuvi. Oh, here we go, actually. There's the fear. But Pi, I think, is going to be able to catch up. Debo might have a slow here soon from one of the charms, but Pi, of course, just going to confirm that meteorite pickup.
Yeah, and I will just tell you something quite interesting. Well, we are seeing the matchup here. Uzma's on tank for the ISIL. I completely forgot that was something that Uzma ends up running here and there, but at this point he might die because of it. But then again, healing drone, kind of good. He just puts down the MOK, boom, there's the healing, although Frankie Doodle didn't see. So Uzma gets out with his life right now. It seems like that tank build actually keeping him alive for the most part at the moment, as Galador just farms a little bit of mastery for himself and casually walks away into towards Factory, where we will see the first night's, the second day battle zone popping out here. One of the 3 that we will see here in game number 3.
Ooh, and now I wonder if Meek actually knows what's going on. Meek possibly going to run up behind this fight, or maybe Meek goes down to the Bears. Oh no, the haymaker and the bike from hell. Wait, Fleet, was it? Is it the hex? Wait, does my sock have hex? Yes, it does. I forgot my sock has hex on it. The hex takes it. Oh, how unfortunate there. But Uzma on. Oh god, yeah, you said that. It's the tank out there. Ay. Now go. Uh-oh. That's no bueno there for Sakamata. Yeah, Ghost actually going down. Now Debo trying to run away from Nico Sushi here, but the battle zone is up, so if anything, Debo will come back. But, wow, some huge early kills. Chris, Pitoi Sakamata, wow. Hold on now, Galzor and Striker gonna be fighting over here. There's that big ult. Meek also going down into one of the battle zones. Alpha taken from Ghost as well, and there's that masterpiece. Nice parry there from Galzor. But I believe that's gonna confirm the kill. Oh no, Frankie, actually, I forgot. Galzor did kill Striker, so got a little bit of health back. Frankie just kind of creeping up with the bike over there. You know, right foot creep. Ooh, walking with that heater, you know, just right on up. Doing the gritty on the Galzor, unfortunately.
There you go. Galzor will fall. Ahipoki just doing what Ahipoki does best in these battle zones, annoying the living heck out of Yamada again. Yamada has been like the main target of Ahipoki in these past couple of battle zones here. Devil trying their best to poke away Nico Sushi as much as possible. Pie Master also joining the fray here as well. In the end, it is the heart that managed to pick that up. Devil trying their best to run away here. That is going to be one more hit shot for the fear, but Pie Master dodges it. Devil running out of time, and the Peacemaker comes through. Goodbye to the heart. I salute you. And there we go. We saw this yesterday. Oh no, during ERM. I think it was on Friday. By Escape.
I believe so.
Fun times.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Oh man, unfortunate there for Debo. Of course, they will come back, but it looks like most of our battle zones are just about finished. Only 1 minute left here in day number 2. Looks like Debo, no, actually reviving and falling down to Meek Speedy in archery too. Wow, unfortunate.
God, I feel bad for Debo. Like, they've been falling down to this nonsense more than once. It's 3 times in a row now that they have fallen like this early on in the game. Pie Master will not be able to knock down Frankie Doodle here either. The radar gun just barely hitting at the edge of the mark. That means we do have Sylvia winning one of our battle zones. Let's see who else. Yamada winning one of them as well. And I think the final one was actually won by Uzma up towards Pond. So Pie is feeling the wrath of the tank ISIL. Here it is, man. He's going off.
Oh, this is fun. I love it. Pie's just going to be kiting Hazard Shield knock-up. Let's see if this is going to be able to kill Pies. There's a lot of damage coming out from that bomb, but Pies just constantly having to run. Oh, my lord. This is a fun game, Shuvi. This is a fun one.
No traps built either for Pies, so they are kind of sticking to the guns in regards to amps. So I love this gameplay style from Pies, you know. No traps sometimes look really nice, but as soon as you start going towards like the latter portions of the game, you kind of need to start building traps as the ISIL, so we'll see how that goes. Yamada trying to chase down Ipoki as much as possible. The Plasma Arc, actually, not the Plasma Arc, sorry, the Arc Reactor online and ready to go for Yamada. Look at the amount of gap closer this character actually ends up having
Arc
here.
Reactor.
Oh, but here we go, Yamada. They do have the full procs on the Johan at this point, but you remember, we do have Faith and Wavering. There it is, a little bit more time bought. Ipoki should have. Oh, yeah, there it is. Radiant Brilliance up, and that should be called the disengage there.
That is just so annoying to try and chase. Oh, poor Yamada, but now Striker up against Sushi over here. Nico, I think. Oh, no, this is not looking good. Oh, wow. Grand Fleet not able to see Striker, unfortunately, due to the cloak and dagger, but really nice there for Striker to be able to get out. Of course, it is nighttime as well, but the thing is, Striker is running right into Frankie. I don't think Frankie actually just saw Striker. Oh, that is unfortunate. Now, okay, Grand Fleet and Striker just going to call truce for a moment, it looks like.
Yeah, and luckily for Striker, he will keep himself alive. That Daniel was very vulnerable at that point in the game. Even if it was nighttime, you run straight into the Sylvia at this point, who has full fuel. You're not getting out of that alive with that low of HP. So fair. Whoa. Do you see that chicken fly?
That was a kind of flew away a little bit there. Oh, now Yamada actually gonna be the target of the ISIL. Oh no. Guess what, Shuvi? Another battle zone coming in 20 seconds.
Who's going to go into those is the question, and who's going to stay out of it for the Omega as well, right? That's the thing that all of us at this point are looking at. We do see a pretty even spread throughout the map for all the players across the board. We are going to have Meek and Striker sitting inside of the Hospital one for now. Although I think somebody may have just hyperlooped. Maybe not. Okay, maybe they're okay here. We have about 3 seconds until they do pop. 3 people inside of the hotel battle zone right now. Of course, Ahipoki standing in there, standing strong as the Johan will try to contest up against Uzma for now, but it seems like that's not the target that that Poki wants to go for. Kind of hanging around the middle area, just denying any of the interactions between the 2 characters. Standing tall as the Johan again.
Now Uzma as well trying to fight it out against Ghost, just dodging out on all the glass. Oh, and there is the healing drone popped as well. Ghost falling awfully low. Oh no! Is this what we've been waiting for? Here we go. Just a few more autos from Uzma. Meek also on a killing spree. Uzma so close. Goes down to Ghost. How unfortunate. Oh, how sad. And it looks like actually Pie's gonna go take down Pokey over here. Oh, one ISO lives and one must die, Shuvi.
That's brutal, man. I kind of wanted to see that a little bit more. And for what it is, I think Uzma played that fight as best as he could. Like, kiting with the Malachite. I mean, in what world do you usually see that? Like, we usually don't. So, well done there. A good attempt from Uzma. Pi is now trying to fight it out up against Galazor. We did see the MOK actually popping, which means that the shield is going to be gone from Galazor. Pi is also maybe waiting for that shield. They won't even try for it because they want to just keep poking out Galazor as much as possible. But the March and Rompre comes through. A good MOK. That means the defense shred on Galazor is active, but the Diamond Shard comes through. Pi's trying their best, but goodbye. The Flash is enough to destroy the ISO, and Galazor picks up the battle zone in Hotel.
Oh yeah, how lovely there for Galazor. I didn't actually see. Did you see what they grabbed there actually?
Oh, we should be able to see it in the text chat. Yeah, there it is.
The force core. Yeah. Very lovely, very, very lovely there for Galazor. Great pickup. Force core, always nice. Now Ghost, Frankie, and Yamada all sitting over here in Avenue right now. Ghost awfully low right now. Frankie might decide to pull the trigger and actually go in. There's the slow. The radar gun. The wall's down now. Ghost gonna try and play it around the best they can. Actually, nice movement right now. But Yamada not deciding to go on to anything yet. No committing. There's the Paradiso. But Yamada actually was window shopping there for a second, it looked like.
Ghost is trying.
Yeah, trying again. Let's see. Ghost has the dash, but not actually going to dash onto any of the glass shards. So, unfortunately, I thought the quick cut might steal it, but no.
Let's keep
and
an eye
now
on
looks
them.
like Yamada actually picking up all of those wonderful things. A force core, Scotty, Elegant, Deathrun. Maybe it's the transition over into, Amp here for Yamada. No, they're just going to actually destroy all of it.
The restricted areas are changing.
Their credit count is actually doing pretty good here. Force core picked up 2. They're standing right in front of a transfer console. This could be an angle for Yamada to pick up something big here. Still sitting on the Durandal. Of course, you have the option to go for the Joyous if you do have enough credits to call in the Mithril for the Crick Kiara here right now, which would be absolutely massive for that character at the moment. Ipoki trying her best to run away here as well. Does still have the Faith Unwavering. Maybe we will see it popped. Diamond Shard will go through here as well. Master does have to jump over the wall. There we go, and Meek Speedy has to disengage there. Been level 16 for the dual sword Yuki and 15 for the heart so far. Doing pretty well for both of them.
Yeah, it's lovely to watch here. And oh man, this is just such... Oh, shoot, this game is crazy. This game has been so much fun. Oh, it's a shame we only have 2 more games after this. Oh, Lord. Wait, hold on. Pies, actually. Pies on Pie Master, the classic, a true test of time. The War of the Pies. I Heart Pie. Pies. Pie Master. Just pies everywhere. Pies, Lily. We have Lily. Oh, no, wait. Nice pork chop there from Yamada. Gonna be going to board. There's the Plague as well. Quick cut. But Frankie actually has so much fuel that he's just gonna be able to run away.
It amazes me how good Frankie is good at controlling his fuel, because it felt like he was on bike for such a long time. He still has a lot. Pi is knocking down Grand Fleet, and that's going to be the Tindalos Monarch picked up here for the ISIL. Rebel Assault and Semtex is going to come up even more often than it was before, so a great pickup there for Pies if they do end up sticking with it. Now Wick is going to get picked up by 99 Cash, who's been having a relatively quiet game for himself, but he is playing Hammer. You know what that means. It is an option for the Peacebringer to come up.
Of course. Is it bad? Wait.
It is bad. Okay, I'm going crazy.
No, it's okay. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that. But, oh, man. Look like, oh, no. Pokey getting chased down by Galazor. That sensor's on a long cooldown, actually, but of course it gets reduced. But, fortunately, doesn't really matter right now. Galazor picking up the kill into Ahi Pokey. 9 people left here in day 4. Oh, hold on. Wait, as I speak. Another fight, and unfortunately, Yamada just cannot get a break with these bikes. It's Sylvia and then Magnus. Unfortunately, Yamada and bikes, just it's oil and water,
And Nine Cash wants to build something here too. You can see the flower fade in his inventory, but Pies is hanging around the corner there too, man. Oh, Nine, you gotta get on out of here, man. Whoever picks up the kill onto Nine will get a huge amount of transitions going their way. And I think Yamada knows this. Like, by the time you've, been fighting up against somebody for this long, you should have an idea that if they have a green item in their accessory, they're trying to build up into something. So Yamada will continue chasing this here. Frankie Doodle also using their bike to get away from Sushi this early on, but look at the damage coming out from the Magnus, and now they have to be the ones to run away here up against that target. Nine Cash, though, again, he's not going to be able to finish his Dice of Destiny at all. Nico Sushi knows this at this point. Bike not available for the Magnus. He needs to go. Trying to lifesteal off of this. Oh!
The hazard shoot to cancel it, and there's the
Sushi!
What a
The restricted areas are changing.
damn!
Sushi! I said whoever picks that up is going to have a ton of transitions. Well, look at the inventory of Sushi. This could be an Axe Pongo angle. Oh my god, man.
Insane play. Wow. That is a great one there from Sushi. That is just insane to see, but now Yamada gonna have to fight it out against Nico. He still has the hell attack stat, and even with adrenaline, you have to go through it again, Yamada. It's not gonna happen. Frankie, though, comes in and picks up the kill. Heli attack down for Nico. Oh my lord, Shuvi.
What a sad game for Yamada, man. Dude, Yamada is trying so hard on this Crit Kiara, but the times for it just seems to be over. No damage being dealt, and even if she does end up doing damage, like, you just bike away. That's been the story of Yamada this entire game so far. It's so unfortunate for Yamada, who's been trying so hard. They've been fighting so many people in the past couple of minutes here, just not finding any fruitful results, which is some of the saddest results that we are going to see when it comes down to the Crit Kiara here. But that does mean, of course, we do have multiple players across the board. We would have picked up kills. I believe that was Frankie's, fourth kill of the game? Yes, it was. So pretty huge for the most part for him. Piemaster trying to do stuff, but this is, of course, amp-based ISO. They're trying to do whatever they can, but Pies dashing in and out of Piemaster's range, just annoying the living heck out of him with the Semtex bombs. Meek, he's stepping up. Oh, the coup de grace angle is there. Does he have it? Oh, Piemaster knows this too. He's trying to run, but the Semtex lands again.
Piemaster going over the wall, though. I think Galzor hears it, though. You can hear from a mile away. But guess what? Meek's here, too, possibly for the third party. There's the first part. Diamond Shards pop for Galzor, though, is the thing.
Let's keep an eye on that.
Is Meek going to be able to do anything about it, though? Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. Uh-oh. That's not good either. Nico ends up taking down Pies, but it looks like it's going to be a 2-for-1. Unless Frankie just comes in and does the same thing for like a third time. Just comes in and steals the kill. Oh, now. Ooh, very good. Now looking at the wall, but hold on. Franklin, you're in a little bit of a problem. There's the pork chop. Actually, the finisher. The photo finisher, I should say.
Just
holy Shuvi, this game.
Dude, that boar single-handedly has lost like 3 people their lives in this one specific area of Avenue in the past like minute and a half. This is absolutely hilarious right now. We are going to have the temp zones popping here. 3 players remaining alive. Galazor holding control over the one in the fire station. We do have Meek trying to call something in right now. It was a force core for our Yuki. Doesn't have enough time to necessarily stay alive for the whole duration of it, but every single player here should have a sufficient amount of time until they do end up having to be forced to go head pop inside of the restricted area. Meek still needs to buy a little bit of time. There's a lot of items on the side of this Yuki right now. Estelle also has plenty of time. All they have to do is just make sure that the Yuki doesn't kill them or the other way around, but Galazor is coming in. He knows exactly what's going on. The smart bomb has been set. Diamond shot has been popped for everybody here. There we go. The heal. No, it's not going to go through. The stun. Not going to help Meek Speedy stay alive whatsoever. Nico Sushi trying to run away here as much as possible. Galazor will end up eating the pork chop a little bit too far away from the Estelle. This should be a disengage here, and Galazor is going to have to look for an angle when it is the permanent final zone.
Let's see it for Galazor that he wants. The gritty god himself trying to find something over here, Shuvi. It's a one-on-one between him and Nico Sushi. Is it a gritty angle, Shuvi?
This is going to be tough for Galazor. Gritty angle looking very dampened by the Axe of Pongu here. 30% tenacity. That disarm is not going to do anything here for Galazor at this point. It is level 4, but the duration of it too short for this character to really make full use of it up against something like an Estelle. And they're giving him they're giving this Estelle free stacks on the Axe weapon skill here as well. Let's see, here we go. Galazor does end up popping the Flash. We do have boss part phase 2 coming up in just a moment here. There it is. Damage coming out from Nico Sushi is next to 0 right now. Diamond Shard not going to be a factor. And Galazor picks up this 3rd game of the night. 5 kills on this Fiora. Beautifully done there from the Fiora man himself.
Wow, Galazor, what a wonderful ending to such an intense game. Shuvy, what was happening? That was just so crazy. Oh my god, everything leading up to the end of that game was so much fun.
Sushi tried so hard. You might have a lot of transitions, but if you get hit by the 3rd stack of the Flash, well, you take a lot of true damage as long as your, of course, the touche stacks are properly set up for Galazor. And Galazor had played this Keiga character for way too long for any of those mistakes to go through. So well done there from Galazor, picking up a kill onto Nico Sushi. Tons of crowd control, tons of tenacity, tons of defense. Doesn't matter up against true damage. So beautifully done there from Galazor. Diamond Shard making it even rougher for Sushi to actually get any damage done. And of course, bit of retribution will only take you so far in a damage battle just like that. So cool things over there for the Fiora player himself. And again, seems like he's back in action here in the 3rd game. Right before I believe we're gonna go to an intermission. So maybe he'll also get an intermission buff in himself. That's gonna be fun.
Of course, and now we will be getting our scores here very, very soon by our lovely, lovely scorekeepers over there, Clue and Pari. Thank you both very, just so much. Moi to both of you. And of course, our scores are up. And so let's take a look at them real fast. Coming out in 1st place before our break is going to be Frankie Doodle at 114 points. Galazor in 2nd with 102. Sakamata in 3rd with 99. 4th will be Nico Sushi with 84. 5th will be Meek Speedy with 63. And in 6th place right now is Ghost Electricity with 51 points. Still, Shuvy, 2 games left to play after our 5-minute break that will be taking very shortly. Shuvy, expecting anything after this break?
Nothing at all. Should be pretty consistent. We're still going to get some banger games. We're going to be able to get some banger casts in, and hopefully the players and hopefully the people in chat get some banger games to watch. That's all I can really say about it right now.
Of course. And guys, for right now, get up, stretch around, get some water and do everything, maybe go touch some grass a little bit for the next 5 minutes. But until our break is over, we will see you guys here shortly. Welcome back once again to the Eternal Return Open Brawl Finals. I am 45% sure that I'm Circadia, but I'm 100% sure I am joined by my fellow caster, Mr. ShuviSenpai. Welcome back from our little 5-minute shenanigans.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm also 45% sure that I'm ShuviSenpai, but I know that you're 100% Circadia joining me here as well. Hope you guys' intermission was good because we're back. And we have 2 more games left here tonight for EROB to determine who is going to take the prize pool of $300 here. 18 players remaining in the grand finals. We started out with, what, 18 times 4? That's somewhere around, like, my goodness, how many? 72 total players at max, right? We had some players dropping here and there for each individual groups, but that's a lot of players to manage, and we are down to our final 18.
Apologies, taking a little sip there. My throat is dry. I don't know about you, but I think we need some honey tea after this weekend, Shuvi.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. I'm gonna need even more. Like, I'm gonna need more than one cup of it as well. My throat is screaming in pain, but screw it, because I'm having fun.
Of course.
Our throat can take the L.
It's been a great weekend between the two of us. I'm sad I named the cast EU with you, but it was still a great tournament to watch.
It was super fun, honestly. And again, that's part of the reason why I kind of like this weekend. I get to kind of have the trifecta. It would have been awesome if I could have casted South America as well. But I got to find more opportunities, man. If only there was more time throughout the day, you know?
Of course. Oh man, we need more time. If only there was 25 hours.
No, if only I could have your 90-hour work days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if Clue's gonna understand the 90-hour work days like we were talking about. You know, I don't know if Clue would understand. But you know what? You know what, Shuvie?
You never did.
Anyways, getting into our lobby, let's see what kind of character picks we are going to have. Uzma actually switching it over on to the Haze for this half, it looks like, or at least for this game. But it looks like for the most part, everybody's going to be kind of running the same. Chiron actually switching over to Jenny. Nine possibly actually going to switch to the classic Kiara. Striker going to go back onto the Felix. Patoi actually going on to Bianca as well. And other than that, actually, Yamato is going on to Jackie this time, too. My apologies. I didn't notice.
That's going to be a fun one. I like the change-ups here because it makes it so that a lot of the characters that had very easy matchups into the characters that they were playing, like Chiron has been playing Nadine. We did see the, what was it? Oh, man, I keep forgetting what Chiron was playing last game. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember this.
It is a character.
It is indeed a character. Okay, whatever they were playing.
Hold on. Let's think. We can use our brains.
I don't have a brain.
Yes, you do. Use it. Dude, it's just like a filing cabinet. Come on. Think. Check staff chat. Yeah. Our unknown voice in our head. Yeah, the unknown voice in our head named Pari. Thank you. Thank you.
Named Ari. Yeah, we just know what the names of these voices in our heads are. But yeah, of course, again, staff doing their job wonderfully as always. I love you guys. But yeah, the Aya also kind of a kind of jack of all trades when it comes to a lobby like this, right? Like, you have good matchups, you have bad matchups, but then sometimes you change it around. I feel like Jenny is a great pick in this lobby, right? You have a lot of ways to deny these characters that have multiple ways of initiating back onto you. It will be the adrenaline version, so we shouldn't be too surprised if we start seeing Malachite coming out from Chiron here as well. So, pretty spicy lobby that we have here. And of course, you can never go wrong with the Bianca. As long as you land everything, you always have the potential of killing somebody upright. So, very excited for the picks that were changed around here.
And now, you know, you talk about Jenny a little bit, and it is going to be, you know, the auto attack Jenny, the Malachite, which I love seeing. I think, actually, that leads me into what I was going to ask you as well. How do you feel about the Jenny changes that have been happening recently?
It's actually kind of nice. It's a lot more based around the consistent gameplay of Jenny, although they did nerf like the critical version, right, with like the consistent auto attack variant. They did make it so that the amp variant does a lot more consistent damage, which actually in and of its own right kind of helps the regular one as well, especially considering the fact that they reduced the amount of shots that it requires for Persona to pop from 4 to 3. You auto attack a lot on these builds when you have the Malachite. There's so much ammo built into that weapon, so So you still proc a lot of the persona shots. You still do damage based off of the vigor that you get off of Malachite now as well. So in general, I do like it. It's not bad. The changes benefiting both, you know, crit as well as the amp version. Of course, a lot more people have been. Oh god. Can't pop this?
I don't think so. I mean, that's a little rough. They can obviously, as you can see, pop it off chickens, but other than that, might be a little bit hard there, Shuvi.
Oh gosh, you know what? I respect it at this point. Pokey, I'm really glad that I'm being able to see Pokey in a finals like this. Although Nine not having a lot of fun here up against Striker. Okay, walking straight into the Spear Master's Weaves. Double auto attack will end up knocking down the Kiara here. And oh my god, man, it seems like Nine didn't get the note here because we don't have the other Kiara player playing Kiara in this game, but instead oh no, Pies, the chicken is gonna block the escape here. We do have the speed gates, but no, the final auto attack and the snapshot is enough for the Shukai to get taken down here as well. Itamai will unfortunately fall inside of Cemetery right alongside the Tree of Life, which means maybe Uzma trying to contest it up against Debo here. Okay, that's a lot of damage. The fear goes through as well, but the lockdown is already gone. Sakamoto finds Uzma. This is not looking good. They don't even have the speed gates, and boom! Goes the haze. This is going to be not an easy tree for Debo, as he's also getting pushed away from Chris as well. Like, what is going on here? There's a lot of change-ups in this lobby.
It was an intermission buff. It looks like everybody it's intermission bloodlust, Shuvi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have 3 people already down before even the battle zones begin. We still have a minute and a half before those, but wow, to see 3 people just falling like that is crazy. Also, did we not just see Striker? Wow, he got up here so fast, actually. It is going to be going on Ghost. Striker's out, of course. Ghost just pushing him back with the Spada, but, you know, looks like not much going to come out of this fight.
Yeah, after the Tazia gets that Scotties, it's so hard for melees to ever catch up to a Tazia because, you know, of course, you're pretty mobile as a Tazia, you have a lot of crowd control built into your kit, and then Scotties makes it all the worse when it comes down to trying to chase people down as well because your passive autos do end up proccing the Scotties on the top of everything else. So a little bit of a tough matchup there for Striker. He wanted to try it for the Blazing Lance, but will not be getting it this early on. We do have about 45 seconds until our battle zones are going to pop, and also some people just deciding to go for the alpha here instead. For example, like Sakamata deciding to stick it here instead. We do see Pie Master hanging around this area right now as well, so we'll take a look what the options are and what the decisions these players are going to take the game for.
There's a couple. Either Pie Master coming in for the third party. Looks like Ghost actually going to fall already to that. Still 20 seconds even before anything's up. Already 4 people confirmed dead for this. Looks like our lobby's kind of speeding up a little bit, Shuvi.
America is aggressive, man. What can I tell you?
Truly an aggressive region, and we love it. That's why, you know, we're here, Shuvi. And QRN actually has the Minuteman armband. I know we talked a little bit about this for the weekend, but we talk about a Striker with the frailty proc onto Chris. Not going to be able to do much, but yeah, the Minuteman armband. Like I said, we only were really seeing it on Harp, but now we're seeing it on Jenny. Of course, we're going to have all these battle zone fights. Galzord's trying to fight it up. Nice disarm there against Pie Master. Peacemaker going to be popped, and let's see, is Pie Master going to be able to get out of this, or is Galzord going to win it? Oh, unfortunate. Galzord not able to get over the wall to follow Pie. Just, you know, these kills, not really worth much, just kind of a show of force right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the fights still continue. These battle zones surprisingly lasting a long time considering we don't have that many people there. So let's see how this goes. Pie Master fighting it up against Galazor here again. We do have the charm back up. The shield is actually gone for Galazor, so that's gone. But the double dash does come out. The charm is actually going to end up hitting the drone, which is not exactly what you want to see as Pie Master. He's trying his best to run. Galazor is running out of time. Pie Master is running out of time here as well. And in the end, the winner will be the Fiora. So the battle zone on Pawn going over towards the side of the Fiora here. We don't have our second winner as of yet. Frankie Doodle just about to knock down Chiron here in Chapel as well, unless something can turn around. Of course not. That means Frankie Doodle winning the one in Chapel. We have one last one. Meek Speedy getting taken down very low here. Grand Fleet actually the one to pop instead. Meek Speedy still has a lot of work to do. Okay.
Oh my God, is that the? Oh God, what's it called again? The can of what's it called? Tuna in a can?
Tuna or something?
It is. Oh my God, I can't remember.
I love that thing.
I have not built that in a long time, and seeing Meek build it, oh, such a throwback.
I love that thing, man. It's awesome.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting a random thought in my head. It's called Canned Codlet. Thank you for the thought in my head. I appreciate you. But let's see. Meek actually gonna do here up against Nico. They're just trying to get as much health back as they can. Yamada actually falling down fully as well on that axe Jackie to Sakamata. Now let's see. Meek gonna have to go in on Nico sometime. They're gonna have to fight. But what's it gonna be, Shuvi? This is gonna be cool. Oh, wait. Huh. Wow. Nico actually just times out. What?
That's actually kind of surprising. I thought with Sushi just picking up like a ton of them, I thought
crazy. What?
Get in trouble. Maybe Sushi was already running through her her nerve gauge timer.
Yeah, but still, that was a little bit huh. It's a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd. Huh. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Shuvi? I thought, honestly, I thought Nico was dead there. I thought she was dead.
Yeah, I think maybe, you know, like down towards the south side of Alley, her timer already went down in 1, so as soon as the nerve gauge hit max, she probably just instantly popped her. That's the only real thought that I can come up with at this point. Pie Master chasing down the Hejin of Debo right now. Debo trying their best to run away. Pie Master, oh my god, a lot of damage. Sakamata coming through. Will be a kill pickup there for Sakamata. Oh, Cramfleet tried to pick it up, but no dice. And Debo yet again falls down like this. This is really just not Debo's tournament. They have been constantly third party left and right, just stuck in unfortunate situations. This Hejin is just not having it here today.
Yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate. Poor Debo here. One of my favorite Hejin players to watch as well. They are so fantastic on their pick, of course. And now with only, man, it's 12 people left here. We're about to go into day 3. My brain, I was playing a lot of team modes, so my brain almost said, no more respawns. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Wait a second, that's the wrong mode. But of course, more battle zones are on the way, Shuvi. Looks like I see Cemetery Forest as 2 of our battle zones. Now Frankie trying to run away from Nico Sushi over there. And it just looks like there's been so many fights. But Galazor actually attempting to get the jump on Nico here. Will he be able to? No, looks like Nico's just going to be able to run away for right now.
No reason for Sushi to really risk anything right now because they do have a battle zone that they can get to, and it is in Estelle, so we will see them going over towards Forest where we already have a couple players fighting it out up against one another. Pitoi will be seen inside the bush by Sushi here. There's a good lockdown using the same Wind Javelin. Pie Master also hanging around this area, but Pitoi knows that there's a ton of people there. Sushi doesn't. Has to fight up against Pie Master, and Pitoi's actually going to join the fray here. Rooted down is going to be this Estelle. Oh, that's not good at all for this Estelle. Sakamata just getting free hits off against Nico Sushi. There's the helipack stat, but then it gets blocked. The escape there from Nico Sushi getting completely blocked away. Pitoi picks up the kill onto the Estelle. Every single escape route for that character is completely denied. Pie Master also trying their best to run away here, but without the Peacemaker, it is done and done. Sakamata is going to be able to knock them out. Grand Fleet down right in front of the Omega. Meek Speedy on the dual sword Yuki. He's got it here. Just needs this 4 score, and as you talked about, full Exodia is going to be that character. Chiron getting taken down here by Chris as well. Battle zone 1 out for that Nathapon. Striker trying his best, but there's absolutely no dice. Sakamata picks up yet another kill. 5 kills on his end. And up against Pitoi, the Bianca, what options does that player have up against Sakamata's Chloe, who's been just dominating these lobbies so much?
Oh, and now Meek, who we actually just saw pick up Spring and Autumn. Gonna have to possibly fight Galazor here. There's the disarm as well. Both of these players gonna go crazy here. Does Meek have enough damage though? I think it's gonna be Galazor. They're both disarming each other, but it is gonna be Galazor coming out on top there in that battle. I'm not surprised though. Galazor's build right now, the Halo Longinus among other things, just is looking too much for Meek to handle. And there's the Soul Link actually. Oh my lord, that true damage in between. Is it going to be enough though? Just one more auto. One more. Let's see. Oh wait, the circulation, the healing. I think they just barely.
Yep.
Oh,
they missed both of them.
Yeah, it was so sad. That is Oh, that feels so terrible. That feels so awful. Unfortunate there for Patoy, but that's okay. Like we said, it still is a battle zone, so it's all right.
That is literally the definition of nothing but air on that one. Chris trying to knock out Striker, but
nice.
it's not gonna get the lockdown. Chris is gonna get taken out here by Striker as well. Tindalos Monarch gonna be picked up here, but of course not exactly of any use to the Felix. Striker has been having some tough games, as is Felix right now. We have seen some games where Striker just gets massive amount of transitions. These games just have not been it, but with that kill onto the Nathapon, maybe this could be the start to something good for our Felix player here.
Of course. Man, Felix just looks so great recently. I've been seeing, you know, no, I think we talked about it. What was it during? I think it was when Ing was playing. Ing9 was playing Felix this morning. But I'm seeing so much more Felix recently. It's just been like, I love it honestly. Felix has such a unique kit and just fun playstyle. I'm glad more people are enjoying him.
Yeah, with a lot of characters nowadays being very melee or like basic attack focused, the Windscar is such a good skill for people to rotate through. I remember how, like, ever since they nerfed Windscar, people really didn't like that skill, but because of the meta shifting in the direction of basic attackers, it's such a good skill to have. So compared to Dai Lin, you have access to 3 of them, and all of your skills are on pretty low cooldown to begin with, so pretty nice character to be running around right now, especially with augments like the Frailty as well as the Adrenaline, allowing those characters to run amok. But up against characters like this, the Fiora, full transitions on his side, what really can that character do?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be an uphill battle for sure, honestly. But let's see Frankie possibly chasing Chiron over here. Frankie getting awfully close. There's the red carpet actually knocking Frankie away. Just barely. Edge, the very tip of that red carpet, going to be knocking Frankie back. Meanwhile, Pokey looks like they actually picked up some, a little bit of, those aren't their weapons. Hold on a second.
I remember hearing this from Pokey, right? You pick up, since the way that, you know, Pokey plays Johan, these are literally like in the best slots. So Pokey actually, whenever she finds different transitions, she actually just uses them to build different weapon transitions just for absolute reason.
Makes sense.
So, you know what? A Giga Chad move for Pokey. Yeah, she also starts finding more mats for the smart bombs to place down in the ground. Of course, again, traps still very solid to build nowadays in Season 8 as well. Striker trying their best to run away from Nico Sushi. Again, these wind scars working very much in favor right now. There's the dodge on that Q. And here we go. The fight begins. 15 seconds left for Nico Sushi. The timer is going to be in favor on the side of Felix. There's a Frailty popping as well, but remember, phase 2 will pop in just a moment here. Striker trying to do the best to get away. Oh, the hazard shield coming right back up. There's the slow as well. This is looking tough. Look at the attack range, but there's the Jenny coming through. No, Striker, that's not where you want to go. Chiron's going to get taken down here. Chiron actually takes down Striker. Sorry about that. Sushi trying their best to run away here as well, but you know Chiron is not going to let this happen for free at all. Phase 2 is not available anymore for that still. Chiron, just a little bit more. You should have it. Oh gosh.
The damage reduction on the auto. No.
Bit of retribution healing is almost there too. Pie Master gets taken down. Oh baby. Chiron's coming. Chiron's coming.
Chiron. No, there's no way. Oh, so unfortunate, but I think she gets out here. Chiron, keep running. Keep running. Oh, wait, speaking of running, holy, what was that? The DoorDash delivery around the corner from Frankie for a kill, actually. Holy. Chiron just forced out into the red there for a second. Looks like Frankie just going to be gatekeeping a little bit. Chiron knows not to go back in like that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Shuvi. Oh, Shuvi.
Yeah, dude, a lot of time was spent at this point for so many players across the board at this point. Sushi is also in a very tough spot. Galazor is looking for a hunt, and you know at this point he's not going to let anyone just go by for free. 5 seconds left for Chiron. Galazor, he sees his target. He knows that there's not too much space to run away for this Jenny. He's dashing through. He's trying to chase continuously more and more and more. Fenty comes out. Flash comes out. Chiron is in a lot of trouble. Will get taken down. No stacks on their passive either to get the play that popped there. Galazor picking themselves up a kill. This Wickeline going full-fledged for the Fiora.
Oh, yeah. That is so unfortunate for Chiron. Man, I would hate for something like that to happen to me, but such is the nature of this game. Now, Frankie and Nico Okay, nice jump there by Frankie, but is it going to be enough? Frankie going to have to use a lot of gas to get on out of there. Let's see. There's the blessing coming down. Oh, actually blocking the red sprite from the finish line on a Sakamata there. It looked a little bit funny. Oh, man.
To be able to get into these battles, these final zones, right? Like, it's cool, but look at where Sakamata is sitting right now, just completely gatekeeping any one of these characters from walking in, and Galazor sees this. Thankfully, it is Galazor, so Sakamata will open up the pathway to allow Galazor to go in. Nico Sushi and Frankie should follow suit very soon as well, especially with the Estelle running very low on their own timer. Frankie sitting at about 37 seconds on their own. This is actually not that great for, like, everyone around here. TTK across the board is still very high. There's still a lot of very tanky players across the board too, so unless some of these players with low timer takes the initiative, I don't really see an option of themselves getting their own way out.
The temporary save zones will be
a tricky one. School Final Zone is the name of the game as well. I love School Final Zone. It is a lot of fun to watch, honestly. Let's see. We, of course, have 5 people left here. Oh, not actually getting hit with the knockup. I think it was a little wide there. There's the single javelin as well. Not enough damage yet from Chloe, unfortunately. They do have the Rain of the Vampire Queen. There it is with the circulation. Unfortunately, they were just able to walk out of it. Frankie
We've got someone
coming into going to kill as well. Unfortunate.
That means Frankie gained themselves a little bit of timer. I do wonder how much time they have left. Sakamata is sitting at 55 seconds. I think they just need to buy 1 more second, which is completely fine. That's Sakamata right now. We have weapon level 17. Their name is on fire. They are doing absolutely amazing in this game right now. Nico Sushi is the one that is pressurized at this point. Frankie Doodle just running away because he knows the situation that this Estelle is in at the moment. 1 more smart bomb down on the ground. Let's see what ends up happening here in the next few seconds, because Sushi doesn't have that much time left on their own, and Frankie 100% guarantees this right now. 50 seconds left for Sakamata. Oh, everyone knows at this point, Sushi, you are in trouble, my friend. You got to do something, but the frailty has been popped. They need to buy a couple of seconds, but they don't have those seconds to buy at this point. Sushi trying their best. Phase 2 up and online, but there we go. Sakamata with the final auto attack will be able to pick up the kill. Frankie Doodle just needs to buy 1 more second, but Sakamata is not letting that happen.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit rough. Frankie, 30 seconds. Galazor here as well. Sakamata knows only 3 people left, and 2 of them are here, so they're all... Is everybody just going to run to the other one? No, it actually looks like Sakamata's going to go all the way around, probably rest up a little bit, and maybe get console and everything. Yep, exactly what I thought. Oh, no head upgrade for them, unfortunately. Of course, they're just going to be killing the chickens. Galazor, meanwhile, coming over here. These autos. Let's see. Diamond Shard proc as well. Oh, that was
final
a
safe zone is here.
bit more damage than I thought that would be.
2 people left.
Oh,
just 1-on-1.
Ew.
Ay.
What was that?
That's a little bit of damage there, Shuvi. That's what that was.
Just a little bit. My goodness, give me the full Phil Swift coat there. Goodness gracious, that's not a little bit. That's a lot of damage, man.
The what coat? What'd you say?
A Phil Swift quote, right? Like.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's what. I'm not.
There we go.
I thought you said Swift coat, and I got
Swift coat. My goodness.
Remember with Sheepy.
Oh.
That's what I thought you.
Oh,
I was like,
boy.
that's a very niche reference. Quite literally, only me and you will get. But let's
that
see
is
now.
true.
Galazor gonna be zoning Frankie Doodle out of this tournament. Well, not out of the tournament, but out of the zone.
Effectively,
Oh, my word.
you could call it that, right?
I
At this
guess.
point,
Yeah,
like-
I mean, oh wait, oh what a clean engage there from Galazor. Frankie having to shift gears onto his bike. I'm laughing a little bit too much. Oh, but Galazor still has the ultimate available along with that parry. Let's see if they're going to be able to do anything. Okay, there's the Diamond Shard proc. Again, Frankie has to get out of here. 20 seconds left on timer. Galazor has 25 seconds. You can see at the top as well. Is this going to be a timer scam? Galazor deciding to go on in. Oh, there's a parry as well. And look, let's see.
Goodbye.
Galazor. Goodbye, Frankie. Goodbye.
And that trap is making it even worse, man.
Yeah.
You're not killing this.
Unless.
He's not killing this.
Is there a way?
Shield too.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah.
funny though. That would have been a funny ending. But Galazor taking another game over here with 6 kills. Well played to Galazor.
Yeah, one-upping his performance from game number 3 as well. Compared to the 5, this time around he gets 6, and this time around as well, a lot more transitions earlier on in the game allows him to get those aggressive plays, especially in the mid-game post the Wickling as well. So beautifully done there from Galazor. He's going to set himself up very well going into the last game of the tournament here for the EROB. Pretty sure he's gonna be happy about that one. And in the end, again, I've talked about this before, especially in the Korean servers as well. But in NA, dude, the ego battle, man, it's gonna be huge. And I'm pretty sure Galazor in that one, being able to timer scam Frankie like that, I'm pretty sure he's happy about the game performance.
Of course, 100% agreed. And Shuvi, we are moving on to our game number 5. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are we going to be able to anticipate? Because we've seen a lot throughout the past couple of days we've casted. EROB has absolutely been quite the story here. This has been a very unique tournament experience compared to all the other ones that we have casted, which is making this even better, right? Like, we're ending the weekend off of this. We're ending our entire weekend casting saga with this tournament alone, and there is nothing else we could be asking for. We are just seeing some of the best caliber gameplay in North America that we have to offer here. We're just being able to see it in full display. All of our players here just doing amazing as well.
Of course. And guys, we do have our scores up here after game number 4. Coming out in first place still will be Galazor with 168 points. Frankie Doodle in second with 150. In third will be Sakamoto with 147. Niku Niku Sushi in fourth with 96. 72 for Meek Speedy in fifth. And Ghost Electricity currently in sixth place there with 51 points. And honestly, though, the race for first in this game is going to be real, Shuvi. Between first and third, it is only a 21-point difference between Sakamoto and Galazor, and then only 18 for Frankie and Galazor. It's going to be so close.
This is way too close for us to call, and we've had a lot of tournaments this weekend where everything was close. Is that just the way that it works with Season 8 with all the battle zones? Everyone has so many different ways to get kills that the scoreboard towards the top of the leaderboard are very, very close. ERM has done it, EU has done it. Now we are sitting in North America with the ROB, and that's also the exact same case as well. This is amazing just to watch, and this really makes us in a situation where all the way until the end, we have to be cautious. All the players cannot drop their guards. This is not one of those games where it's, game 5, I'm doing really good, I'll just play whatever, and then it works. No, this is not the case. Everyone still has to be on their A game right now. They need to make sure that they finish this weekend and the night very strong, because the top of the leaderboards, as close as it has ever been throughout the course of the tonight.
Oh, man. You really said it, though, earlier. Ending off our weekend here in North America just is truly the cherry on top for us. Oh, I feel like after this, Shuvi, we can lay down and just take a nice rest tonight. I am tired.
Surely we'll be back next week. Yay! No. Please give us a break, North America. Why aren't you like other regions?
Yeah, don't worry. Come on, Shuvi. We have the Martian tournament coming up next week. The very first Martian squads tournament held on Olympus Mons right there on Mars.
Surely. This week is just going to be my recharge moment, and then probably I wouldn't be surprised if we start having more weekly series next week as well, because again, with the entire circuit going on, there is no reason for TOs to not host tournaments at the moment, since in the end, just way more ways for teams to get experience as well as circuit points for the Lumia Marathon finisher is not a bad thing for the server at all.
Yeah, no, completely agree. And guys, don't forget the Lumia Marathon. There is still going to be so many more tournaments you can participate in along with your friends for this entire season. That showdown coming up in just a little under.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Dude, the season overall.
just straight up. I don't know.
I don't know. The season esports. It's just I love it. Because you and I didn't know about the marathon, right? You and I didn't know about it until they actually released the information. We had an inkling that something was gonna happen.
There was rumors, floating around.
Yeah.
Well, it was more
nothing conclusive.
It was more of, hey, we're talking about something. Okay.
Yeah, we're
And then
talking about it.
There's something. Also,
and then the post came up. and
yeah,
we're
and
like,
it was
oh,
like, oh, that's
yeah,
what it was. And
that's
also,
what that was.
I see one of my favorite scorekeepers in the entire world, Pari, asking for a shout out. So a huge shout out to Pari. A huge shout out to Clue as well. My favorite gamers in all of EROB, as well as Passant, the god gamer himself, rising up from the ashes to host this tournament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good.
You
good?
tired?
Would it be a lie if I said no?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm tired then. There we go. All right, we are going straight into game number 5. We got one more game. We got about 30 minutes left. This is the final stretch for you and I, Circadia, and then we get our long-deserved break. But for the players, of course, they're going to queue rank, so they don't get a break. Okay, well, good for you guys. We still have to queue rank duos tonight, so make sure you guys do that after this tournament is over, of course. But the character selections for game number 5, our final game of the evening here. Let's take a look at what is going on. Yamada going on the lead island for our final game here. Chiron going to be on the Yam for himself as well. Oh, baby. And Pies is back on the Shukai, of course. I love it. Pokey on the Shukai.
Okay, chefing it up here for the final, Shuvi. How ready are you?
Surely they're both running. No, they are both running attack power. Like, it has to be. Surely Pokey is running crit. Guaranteed.
Of course but wait, let's see. Is it gonna be the amp drone? What's it gonna be?
Yes!
Pokey, yes, adrenaline!
And Pies is running the diamond shard. He's hearing us.
Yamada's also going to be on the dial in this game, and Uzma going to be on that lucky bunny ISOL that I wanted so badly, Shuvi.
Dude, here we go. Here we go. Surely there's no remake, so we can stick onto that lucky bunny ISOL skin, right? Right?
Yeah, luckily. Surely.
Surely.
Please. I need help. We need help, Shuvi.
Yeah, exactly. We need help. Handshake moment and a half right there. But load into game number 5. Surely, again, there's no disconnects. I don't think I see anybody typing, which means we should be good. Alrighty, here we go. Probably everyone. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of memorize everyone's spawn locations, just so if we do end up having a remake, somebody is gonna type I had a perfect spawn and be like, no, you didn't. That is the worst spawn you can ever have.
No, it's unfortunate. You just didn't. No, that sucked. No more. I want veg.
Yeah, the person who just disconnected is just immediately DQ'd, and it's one of the top 3 players. I'm like, oh, suck it up.
Sakamata. Actually, you know what? You get double DQ'd because you're playing with Nina.
There you go. Oh my god.
Oh my lord, no, but yeah, it is going to be a crazy game. And guess what, Shuvi? Yeah, Yamada on this. How do you feel?
Okay, it's Nunchaku as well. When I saw the Nunchaku start, I actually thought he was going to be going for the glove variant by changing it out, but no, he's going to actually stick it out with the Nunchaku here. Oh, I do wonder what his build is going to be. I mean, I'm seeing like a mix of attack power. This is probably the Vibro.
I think I'm pretty sure he played Vibro last night from what I remember on his one island game.
Yeah, the build that I've been seeing a lot recently actually has been Vibro Nunchaku with what is it with the,
no way. Oh, wait. Pies? Okay, no griefing. Unfortunate. I thought we were gonna get a little bit more grief there from Pies. Oh wait, okay.
I think Pies wants to. Oh no! Oh. No, mystics!
No, I'm waiting for it. Come on, get those autos in. Let's get it. Grand Fleet keeps turning around. Oh, Pies just baiting him into these little fights here and there, but this is so much fun. I love this Shuvi. Uh-oh.
Grand Fleet's looking. Grand Fleet is looking. Pies has it. Oh no! No!
Not the wall. No, anything but the wall, Pies. He's literally named Wall Woo. Hyun Wall, whatever you want to call. But Uzma, actually, instead of Chris this time for Meek, it's going to be Uzma. Oh my god, that pistol I still works like hell.
It's Glock. Yo, remember when Glock was a meme when it first released? Dude, this thing is actually a staple when it comes to building crit for a lot of characters. Like, Rozzy's been running this a lot. I've seen, like, you know, a crit ISO actually running it a lot as well. Glock has come a long way, and this time around, Uzma is going to be ending out his ISO runs here in EROB with the crit ISO, running that Glock as well, pushing away Meek, of all players as well, something that even Chris was struggling with here as well. As a matter of fact, he swapped up his build, right? He's just not going on. He's just not going beach at all. But this time around, he's getting bullied out here by Ghost, and that's not exactly where you want to be. Goodbye to the Nathapon. Wherever he goes, death will follow. Ghost trying to run away here as well, but there's Chiron sitting in front of him. There's Nico Sushi standing in front of him as well. Where can this Tazia go? Absolutely nowhere, because the pushback helps, and Sushi actually gets pushed away from Spada as well. Ghost Electricity trying to run, but the final auto attack is going to knock him down. And goodbye to the Tazia, goodbye to Ghosty Electricity. Chiron will be able to knock that kill down. Debo in a lot of trouble here as well. Sakamata will knock down Debo, and oh, what a tragic end for Debo. Just not again the tournament for him tonight.
And already 4 people down here in Night 1, Shuvi. The battle zones are now just the entire map, it looks like, for these players. Nobody wants to wait. I don't blame them, though, honestly. You know, no points from the battle zones means these players just want to fight.
Oh, goodness gracious, man. Oh, God. A minute until we do have the battle zones. We're going to get some even more action in the next couple of minutes here as well. This is not it for you and I. We still have so many more day phases to go to. Okay, just a little bit of a handshake between Sakamata as well as Pie Master as they pass each other from Cemetery to Chapel. Glacial Shoes online and ready to go for the for the Tia right now. I'm sorry. There was a picture that I got sent last night that was a really good drawing of Heart and Tia together, so mixing up the names myself here as well. Oh, it was just like a fan art.
Oh no, I just heard Tia together, and I was like, wait, Tia together, what?
Tia and Heart.
I know, it just cut out for me. That's why I was asking.
Oh, there we go.
No! No, and now Pie Master looks like maybe gonna go down to 9 eyes, or Striker gonna get it. No, oh, Striker steals it from 9 eyes. How unfortunate. Oh no. Oh, that is so sad. Now Yamada against Galzor over here. Let's see. Yamada's gonna have to drink up here soon to dodge from these autos, but guess what? Meek's here as well. The Beach Demon. Beach Speedy. Not gonna be able to get it, unfortunately, but there's the Rampage. Beach right about the spot. What is happening here? Oh,
Chiron kind of dispelling the fights there. Pitoi in a little bit of trouble as Nine walks through, trying to buy a little bit of distance, just a little bit more damage, but Nine in a lot of trouble. Oh, no, Frankie, no! Pitoi's in a lot of trouble here too.
This is
Goes
so
into
sad.
it. Yeah.
One more auto, and there it is. Frankie coming in to pick up 2 separate kills. Meanwhile, Chiron trying to fight it out over here. Gonna have to run away for now, though. Oh, wait, Galzor now and Meek, the rematch again. The D-Shard's out. Oh, look at that. The dashing gentleman with the Rampage. That was kind of clean.
Yeah, but I think he gave a little bit too much distance for Galazor to get away here. Meek also in a lot of trouble. The cut coming through, but not enough damage. No, Chiron is going to get picked up by Galazor. And Meek is going to fall right along suit as well. Oh, you know, if only it was XLB.
That is crazy. Oh my god. This game is already just on a... Today's ending off on such a fantastic note. Rampage, there's that... Oh my god, the Haymaker doing so much damage to Frankie. The Blessing not able to do enough. And let's see, how is Grandfleet going to respond to this? No Haymaker now, so... This is gonna... He's just going to let Frankie rest up, which I don't blame him for, of course. And now let's see Galzor and Nico. Who's going to win this? Is it going to be Nico? No, it's going to be Galzor taking it, actually.
3 kills.
That's unfortunate. Grandfleet's going to get bullied here as well. Oh, the wall stun doesn't go through. Frankie Doodle picks up the Chapel battle zone for himself as well. So consistent with these battle zones is going to be this player. Uzma winning 1. Galazor winning 1. So our typical 3 of the battle zone victors will be taking it yet again here in the day 2 cycle for a final game. And that means we have a couple nice transitions coming through already. Frankie Doodle prioritizing the elegant dress as we have seen so far. Just needs the cloth. Should be able to build that up in just a moment here with that mithril game from the battle zone. And not sure what Uzma got, but Uzma picks up Chiron, so there we go. There's going to be something that Uzma's going to pick up there. Let's see what he has gotten. Double transitions already. Both of the meteorite upgrades already completed for Uzma here. That's a lot of crit damage going through for this pistol ISO. Still rocking that clock.
Yeah, that Glock is honestly insane. You know, you were talking a little bit about when it came out how much of a meme it was, and I do agree that for a long time it was either you run Electron Blaster or, you know what, you're just going to run a Boa. Those were the two big ones. But nowadays, honestly, we've been seeing a little bit more of Electron Blaster from Sad Hand over in KR. But other than that, I don't know. Not too much EB nowadays.
Yeah, not at all. That weapon has... Man, it feels like one of those things where EB hasn't really been changed too much. I mean, there were the series of nerfs that it did really gain. And from there, people were like, oh yeah, you know what, let's just run something else. But ever since then, it's just more or less, I feel like, fallen off because it got power crept by all the other things that are in the game, you know? It's just a plain weapon compared to some of the other pistols that just gives you so much more than what EB offers.
Yeah, no, EB, unfortunately, just not doing enough for people right now. But, oh boy, here we go. Meek, oh, here's a mutant bear. Oh, two mutant bears. Oh, these are going to be fat. Let's see. This is smart of Meek playing around the mutant bear. Might aggro onto 9-Eye. Grand Fleet having to run away from Galazor as well. Kind of hard. Let's see. Galazor. Actually, nice there. Uh-oh. 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 No, that is not what you wanted to see there. And oh no, this is so sad. Grand Fleet just has to run away. Oh, that stomp not able to slow Galazor. Nice dodge there, actually. But is it going to be enough? Do you think Grand Fleet can make it out of here?
I don't think so. There's way too much cooldown on Galazor. He's been running the Dragon Dobok this entire game so far. The entire series he's been running. He even has the Tuan Tien and the Tactical Ops. He's at 30% CDR. In the end, though, the last Stomping Foot is going to be enough for him to get away. Grand Fleet just living by a breath of a hair at this point. This man is so good at doing that, but then again, at the same time, it is Tompa Hyunwoo, right? You just don't really want to make a mistake there. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Galazor's been playing really strategically here today, which is something that I genuinely appreciate for a player like Galazor.
Yeah, exactly. The gritty man himself, Shuvi.
Absolutely.
Oh, God. Oh. No! Grand Fleet coming in. Yeah,
He just doesn't care. He just comes in. Again, the ego fight, right? Like, he won the ego fight there up against Sakamata.
Yeah, honestly. You know what? I don't blame that. You know what? I don't blame any of them. That was well played. Well played, Shuvi.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny. That was, I did not expect that one to happen. Oh, but now Kui and Sakamata up in a fight over here. Let's see, there's the Raid of the Vampire Queen. Might have been a coffin angle first, but I still think the damage just was a little bit too much for Pitoi to handle, unfortunately.
I think they would have been knocked out of the coffin because of the puppet theater, but yeah, no, I do know.
No, I meant after. I meant after.
Oh, I think they died before the Raid of the Vampire Queen even came out, man. Like, they were just dead. 9-9 trying to fight it out up against Striker. This time around, they actually have the damage. 2 transitions online for the Skiara. And I think that might be the Battle Zone 1 for Nana. Yeah, indeed. Yamada trying to run away here. Grand Fleet. Oh, this is so bad, man. Yamada needs this transition. Yamada built up a 4-score. This is so important for a Dialin nowadays. Running the Chaku. He's going to use the Striking Tiger, and it's game over. Why would you play this weapon?
Let's keep an eye on them.
I'm sorry.
Wow, damn. That's a little bit of bias coming out.
Yeah, sorry. Caster bias just kind of leaked out a little bit there. My bad. Oh, no. You can't do that to him. I salute you, Yamada. You know, I really do. But then again, you really do need that 4-score. I know exactly why he did that, but sometimes you gotta give it up and just take the L, dude, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The L hath been taken. Unfortunate.
Yeah, actually, it's more of the forced L at that point.
Now, let's see. Uzma kind of stuck in a little bit of a corner over here. This is going to be a little bit rough, but can he get out of it? Uh-oh, there we go. Galazor going to try to go in on Uzma. There's the slowdown. Now, Uzma just has to kite it away. Going to throw the Semtex on top of himself. Understandably so. And man, that Semtex is so pretty. The effects on it are so great. This skin is just so nice.
Yeah, and look at the items on Uzma as well. Everything else looking really nice for Uzma as well.
Oh.
Nine trying his best to kite it out up against Granfleet, but oh my god, what are the items on Granfleet right now? Oh, there we go. The Tindalos Monarch as well as the Hermes. Sultan's Adorn even built up here as well. He's just going to grab this box again. Dude, scamming players left and right in Hospital from the looks of it for Granfleet.
Yeah, and now Granfleet's just going to be running out. And let's see. I wonder what's happening with Wick right now. Where is our good old doctor? Looks like she's in the forest somewhere. Toei, meanwhile, trying to kill Galazor. No Reign of the Vampire Queen, it looks like. So this is going to be a little bit hard for them to go in. Circulation's out. But I think this is the end, unfortunately. Even with the cough, and Galazor is able to pick it up. Now Nico's here right around the corner. I think hearing the fight possibly. Nice parry to dodge the knockup. But now let's see. Galazor has to get away. There's the disarm. Hazard Shield not obviously going to be doing any much after the dash, but now let's see. Frankie actually is the one to pick up Wick here in our final game.
This might be the one thing that Frankie Doodle needs to knock down most of the players in this lobby that are already well built. To be fair, Frankie was already well built for himself too. Devil's Marksman and the Elegant Gown is basically his go-to when it comes to efficient item upgrades nowadays for the Sylvia player. And he gets so much cooldown off of his skills that at this point, like, you try to rotate through something and try to knock down the Sylvia while they're, you know, already rotating through their skills. That doesn't work because everything comes back up so slowly. That is the benefit of running the Elegant Gown over something like the Cabana, over something like the Queen of Hearts. So I love to see, well, when you run Queen of Hearts, of course, you get everything up already, but that's way later into the game. So love what I'm seeing from Frankie here right now. Hopefully that Wickling actually works in his favor because he's one of the players working to get those top of the ranks at the moment. Galazor trying his best to get away. He will be able to jump over the wall with the Rompri, and Frankie just zoning players out. This is all he has to do at the moment.
Oh, and there we go. Uzma trying to get away now, but guess what? Only 1 second left until that. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait, Granfleet didn't actually go back. Oh, wait. Oh, no. The Reflect, unfortunately, not going to do enough there.
Let's keep an eye on them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uzma needs to get out of here very badly right now. There we go. There's the bomb as well, and I think the camouflage is about to come up, but I believe it's... Oh, it's going to be so close, Shuvi. They have the quick reload as well. They're just going to be ticking that food away right now, and this is so bad for Nico here. This is such a hard angle for her to get around on the Estelle. The Hazard Shield will let them catch up a little bit, but the thing is, Uzma's just going to keep regenning.
Yeah, and the Semtex cooldown at this point is way too low for the Estelle to continue chasing here as well. That's the benefit of Dice of Destiny. You can rotate your skills really quickly as this crit style character. But while that's all happening, we do have most of our our final zones towards the left side of the map right now. It's looking like it's going to be Alley. Swollen, is that Forest? Or yeah, it is Forest. Okay, so maybe we could round it out with your favorite final zone of Forest here for today.
Possibly.
We'll figure that out in about 30 seconds.
The Circ zone.
Yes, indeed.
Of course. Now let's see who we're working with. Of course, we only have 6 more. Frankie trying to poke out Sakamata a little bit. It is going to be a Galazor, Sakamata, Frankie, Uzma, Nico, and Striker. Uzma and Frankie, along with Sakamata and Galazor, are looking our strongest right now. Nico, I don't think she's kind of running on fumes this game a little bit, unfortunately. Not able to do too much. Striker, though, has a kill under their belt. It's just been a little bit of a rough game.
Well, we are rounding out our weekend with your old favorites. Forest Final Zone will be the end of it all. This is actually really good, I think, for Uzma, right? Because Uzma has a lot of space to put down traps, a lot of ways to kind of cut off these open-ended areas and bite them down into smaller size pieces. So this is really good for Uzma, who's staying towards the bottom side temp zone all by himself at the moment in regards to just the positioning in and of itself. Galazor trying his best to run away from Frankie Doodle here as well. Phase 2 for Nico Sushi doesn't mean anything in the face of Sakamata. Soul Link was popped as well, so both of those characters popping their phase 2. But look at the items on this Chloe, just so well set.
Disgusting.
Frankie will knock down Striker, not even a chance for that Felix. Frankie Doodle on an absolute rampage, 4 kills for himself, 5 for both of the actually all top 3 of our players is still alive. It's just Uzma hanging in strong.
Let's see, Shuvi. Is Uzma going to be able to bring out a W for themselves on this final zone, or is it going to go to Galazor or possibly even Frankie? For Galazor, I believe that would be 3 wins in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but here we go. Uzma.
Oh,
Okay.
3 kills.
Now,
Let's keep an eye on
this is where
We're
it
down to the
begins.
last 3.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Our final 3 after Frankie goes down. Can Galazor actually win 3 games in a row on the Fiora and possibly take home first place? I think Galazor might still end up
The
with first
temporary
place either
save
way.
zones will be open
But still, can Galazor secure the W and win over half the games in this tournament on the weakest character in the game?
Take a look at what happens here. Sakamata clearing all the vision. We do have axes already going down. This is just an ISO classic as well as a Season 8 classic in general to begin with as well. That's a remote drone, so they don't see the pendulum axes down on the ground as of yet. There we go. There's one all the way towards the side as well. There's the EMP drone going down, disabling the trap. Uzma trying his best right now, but there's just not that much space that he can buy. Nina and Sakamata has bought time. Galazor looking for an angle. Uzma, overhit, do it. There it is. It's going to be the flash actually forced out.
Wow.
And that means Galazor picking up the kill onto Uzma. Look at the items picked up for Galazor. The best case scenario for him here. Soul Link already popped from Sakamata as well. So time has to be bought from this Nina and Chloe. However, Final Zone will pop here in about 10-20 seconds because we do have only 2 players left. I think the only game so far tonight, Circadia, where we've had our final 2 before the Final Zone has popped. This is absolutely massive, and Galazor is trying to try something here. I don't know if he knows that the Soul Link has been popped yet or if it's on cooldown, but here we go. The Diamond Shard has been popped. Disarm goes through. Beautiful knockup from Nina. The Frailty's already popped here as well. Galazor trying something, but the damage is a little bit too much from Sakamata. He actually takes him down. And that means the Chloe of Sakamata will be able to round out the final game here of EROB tonight. 6 kills on hand.
It is going to be so close, Shuvi. It's going to be really close in the points. We are going to let our scorekeepers do their thing for a few moments before we have the final scores all tallied out. It's going to be close, Shuvi. It's going to be very, very close.
Going to be absolutely close. You're completely correct. I will tell you this right now, though. This is kind of the reason why I love writing things down. Our top 3 players has taken every single game of the evening tonight during the grand finals. Frankie Doodle having 1 victory for his end, Sakamata 2 victories on his end, and Galazor with 2 victories on his end. For Sakamata and Galazor, they both had a combined 11 kills on both of the games that they won. So this is close. This is absurdly close. Oh my god. This is the way that we end our weekend, man. This is the way that we end our entire marathon of this weekend. Oh my god.
Oh boy, and we are just waiting. Yeah, we're just waiting for the scores for a few moments here. Who do you think it's going to be, Shuvi? Any guesses?
I mean, I have to think it's Galazor. Galazor was the one ahead of Sakamata, if I remember correctly, but maybe that first place is a little bit of a catch-up. Let's take a look. What does it look like? Oh my god!
In first place with the weakest character on Lumia, Galazor, defeating Sakamata by 3 points. 204 to 201. Congratulations to Galazor for winning the very first Eternal Return Open Brawl here. Followed up in third will be Frankie Doodle. Fourth, Nico Sushi. Fifth, Meek Speedy. And sixth is going to be Ghost Electricity. It's going to be a tie for sixth, actually, between Ghost and Uzma. But congratulations to Galazor for winning it all. And thank you, big thank you to all the players for coming out and participating in not just the ER Open Brawl, but all the tournaments this weekend that everybody's been a part of. You all are fantastic. And thank you, of course, to Shuvi for being here with me, Clue and Pari for being our scorekeepers, and Passant, of course, for running the whole thing.
This was such a great weekend for you and I, and for North America, as well as any just Eternal Return esports fan as a whole, guys. Again, this wasn't for the circuit, but we had a lot of fun with this tournament. Just such high level of skill being displayed across the board here from some of North America's finest. And you know what? If this itself isn't the quality of tournaments that we want to be seeing from North America, I don't know what is. So I know Circadia said it, but let me reiterate, Passant has been organizing the this tournament for such a very long time. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it as much as I and Circadia did casting it for the past couple of days. Of course, again, for our staff, Clue and Pari as well, thank you so much for sticking it out here for us, guys. Appreciate it so much.
Oh man, it has been one hell of a weekend, Shuvi. I've loved casting, but holy shit, I can't believe we're finally done.
This is the moment where you and I go back to our hyperbolic chambers and just kind of rest in peace until the next calling.
We go back to Nimble Neuron's basement until they call for us. If you guys need us, we will be somewhere in Seoul. Please come find us.
Yeah, please let I stop stepping on the wires so that we can actually stay alive in those chambers too. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, it's actually just me chewing on the wires. My bad. Oh, Pasan, hello.
Oh. There's no cool people live. Everybody start your streams. Queue squads, because Pasan said he's queuing squads tonight.
Queue squads. Clues Tourney shout out next weekend.
Do that one. No, it's fine.
Okay. Should we do that?
I can love Clue. Clue, I love you, man.
Hey. Well, Shuvi, anything else? Take your time. Think about it.
At this point, man, I don't know. I'm done.
Hold on. Clue, get up here. Where's Clue?
Dead. He's dead. Oh, there he is. Oh,
Clue. Tournament. Talk about it.
He's dead today.
He
hates us. See, this is why we blame.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh my
February
God.
5th is going to be another squads weekly event. If we get enough signups, we'll do groups as well. This will be part of the Lumia Marathon, so be sure to sign up if you want to play for some circuit points. Also, there is going to be a couple other events as well. Me and Aquafina and I will be hosting the Lumia Zoo Brawl, which will be a 2-day squads event. That will also be part of the Lumia Marathon. This will be taking place on Saturday, February 11th at 4 p.m. That'll be group stages, and then finals will be Sunday, February 12th at 2 p.m. There is a cash prize along with circuit points, like I mentioned, and like event MP as well. So be sure to sign up for that. If you want to sign up for either of these two things, make sure you check out the Eternal Return official Discord. Check the announcements tab at the very top, and you can see all of the upcoming events that'll be taking place in the next couple months. And yeah, that's it for me. Bye.
Yay. Thank you. Pari.
Thank you.
Anything to say?
Me?
You.
Oh, I do.
You just casually forgot.
I'll be hosting a solos rotation tournament on February 19th. Signups are going to be open until February 12th, and it will also be worth Lumia Circuit points. So yeah, you should sign up for that. That'd be pretty cool.
What's the name of the tournament again?
It's called Pari Dice Solos Rotation.
There you go.
Also, we're going to be collecting donations during the tournament for charity. And if you donate, you'll be put in a raffle for like Steam gift cards and stuff. So yeah, woo! That's all.
Steam gift cards for MP for MP. Surely, woo!
Surely, buy the battle pass.
Buy the battle pass.
Buy the battle pass. We're gonna be seeding the tournament based on highest battle pass level. Oh my goodness. But, well, guys, I guess that's it for us, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. Bye.
Yay. Taco. We're waiting to keep it taco. I don't even know if you guys are going to hear this, but yay, taco.
They're probably not going to hear it because they have a minute and 30-second delay,
Yeah,
and the streamer didn't even
Oh.
thought of that. Wow. So maybe Pari might get cut off too. Wow.
Let's go. Sloppy
What the
toppy.
heck? Oh my god. Save us. Pain in the basement. I mean, what? Wait, what the
Hassan's
heck?
keeping me in his basement with Galazor. No, please, no. Uh,